You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This is the place where sports opinions collide. Dennis Sports. I'm your host, Kenneth B. Inge. Joining me on the show is Spike, FIFO, and Shelton. What up, y'all?
What's happening?
Jam-packed show tonight we have for you guys, man. We're going to talk about the Bengals and what happened with Burrow. We're going to talk about the Eagles versus the Chiefs. And then we're going to get into our predictions for the upcoming season. These should have already been out, so we're a week behind on that. But nevertheless, we're going to go ahead and give you those so we have that on record. And then, of course, as we always do, as we get ready to close out the show with our weekly picks. So make sure you guys stay around for that. And we always love to hear you guys' weekly picks as well. And there he is.
You forgot to mention the WNBA playoffs. We're gonna be.
Where is that at? I don't see that. I can't. I'm like that meme right now, bro.
That's little man and jackass.
We're talking about that. Hey, Jalen and B, the only one that's trying. They be trying.
Boy, they be. Hey, FIFA, don't they be trying in the chat so hard to get niggas to talk about it, boy?
They be working OT.
I'm like, bro, y'all might as well text each other, boy. Text each other, nigga. We ain't keeping up with shit.
Oh man, bro.
Football going on,
right?
Football is going on, nigga. Has anybody parlay hit? Because I'm upset, Ken. I got some things to get off my chest.
Oh, I know you upset.
I got some things to get off my chest, bro.
Yeah, man.
I
got my support colors on for you, Nick.
Nah. Sorry, I apologize for the delay, nigga. I had to go chill with a biddy real quick, Lou, just to heal my wounds.
Somebody said you was out there helping them get a second opinion.
I'm telling this nigga to walk it off for real. Turf talk.
You see that face? He ain't trying to walk shit off, bro.
I'm sorry, nigga. If I pay you $200+ million, you telling me you got a toe injury, nigga.
Cut that shit off.
You don't have to hop the throw, nigga. You don't have to hop the throw.
Anyway, so we got that coming up in just a second. But as we always do, we kick off our show with the best performance of the week. Shelton is up. Hold on, I'm driving today. Hold on, y'all. I'm driving. I gotta.
That give us time to prepare for this bullshit because I know it's gonna be something. I know it is. I didn't see it.
That ain't it. Let me see.
Oh, okay.
That ain't it.
Yeah, that was last week.
You know that ain't it.
Oh, I don't think it's in here, Shelton. I see. And it damn sure ain't him, is it?
No,
that was last week.
That was last week.
All right, man. I guess we're gonna solo this
joint out the graphics. Yeah, man. The best performance of the week for me is easy, man. It's Daniel Jones and the Indianapolis Colts. Man, they deserve a lot of praise right now, and the reason being is, and I never thought I'd ever use Daniel Jones and best in anything, but this team has not punted yet this season. They have not used their punter not one time. That's a tremendous stat to have after 2 games. And you got 2 convincing victories. Yeah, it's the Dolphins and the Broncos, but I think that they deserve the credit for coming out and fighting the way they have and putting up the numbers they have. This has been incredible. And it was unexpected for me because I was championing Anthony Richardson to be the starter there. But Daniel Jones proved that he belonged, just like a lot of those other retread quarterbacks. When they get in new scenery, they tend to step up. You look at Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, guys like that come out swinging when they get in the next place. So he just joins that list. And it's early. It is early, like Kyle like to say, 12 Kyle. Shout out 12 Kyle. But I'm impressed so far. No punts in 2 games is very impressive. Shout out to Jonathan Taylor, too. He looked like he back in
rare form. Like
he does look good. He messed up a lot of people's parlays though, Nick, because the first game he set out.
The Steelers messed up a 10-leg parlay I had, bro.
They should have lost. Tweets open doors, right? Too though. They should have lost that game.
I can't believe you bet.
That was a crazy call at the end of that game.
It was. It was. Just the fact that they hadn't punted. That's the real reason for that. For my take.
Do you believe in Sorkin now? They coach.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I always did. That's
the other person that picked.
No, I'm saying I always believed in that coach. I was hoping he got fired so he can come back and be the OC with Philly.
You don't believe in him if you want him to get fired.
I want him to get fired because he's a great OC. He was the offense coordinator that made that offense, huh?
So yeah. I do have a question though. What is it about quarterbacks moving on to other teams and playing better?
I think part of it.
What do you guys think that is?
I think part of it is a sense of urgency. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel that there is like a time clock, and if you're still under a certain age and you get another opportunity, like, you got to make it work, right? And you've seen enough NFL defenses. You could be honest with yourself to be like, this is where I got to get better. This is where I got to be more serious. And sometimes I think part of it is too, if you get a head coach or offensive coordinator that believes in you, right? Like we saw Jared Goff in that situation with Detroit. But in terms of this one, I don't know, because I know the Colts have all of the requisite weapons. You know, they just needed a quarterback to unlock them. And obviously Danny Dimes, you know, he's playing up to the nickname. Nick, you told me not to call him that no more, but that boy 2-0. Who had the Colts starting off the gate 2-0, bro? Like,
who have they played? Who would they?
They played. That's what I was gonna say, Nick. They started with the Dolphins, so that obviously is a big help. But to play the Broncos this week, the Broncos, that's an even matchup for them. That, you know, it was a pick'em type game. So it came down to the end. But the fact, like I said,
it wasn't. They was underdogs in that game. The Broncos.
That's what I was about to say. It shouldn't be that because Lou and a few other people been talking about the Broncos. They the next best thing cooking.
They possibly.
They got a really good defense. Is the thing that I was going to say.
What did you start, Ken? What was your question about quarterbacks? Right?
Yeah, it was about
when we talk about the Broncos, we don't talk about the quarterbacks.
No. You went to the Broncos. All I'm saying is, look, he had another opportunity. I think he was real with himself. He's definitely improved, better situation overall. So, but yeah,
I think another part to that too. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I don't think FIFA was wrong in any sense of like being with new staffs. I think a lot to do with it has, like, take Daniel Jones. Brian Daboll is trying to fit Daniel Jones into his system. Or if you take what's the kid name that was in Minnesota and just went to Seattle?
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Yeah, if you take him, he was in places they were trying to fit him into their systems. I think when they go to other places, and even with Baker Mayfield, they look at their strengths and they're like, okay, let's build an offense around that. And when they're in those second places, I think that's what's more beneficial to them, because you have an offense now that Daniel Jones is in. I ain't trying to put a square peg in a round hole with Daniel Jones, and if I'm Daboll, and get him to do what I want him to do.
Right.
Steichen is looking at him like, okay, here's what you can do. I'm going to build an offense and call plays around what you can do. I think that's the benefit of the second and third retrain quarterbacks, as y'all call them.
Why are we talking about the Colts? We have way better teams.
We're not talking about the Colts.
We're using.
I'm just saying, bro.
We're about to talk about the Bengals.
They're 2-0, Nick.
Why are we talking about the
Bengals?
Listen. First of all, we undefeated. That's why
y'all season is over.
Colts undefeated.
The season is over with for the Bengals.
I'm saying why the fuck we talking about the Colts is because there's hella teams. I seen in the chat. The Saints was 2-0 last year. Last year, around this time, Jalen is feeling just like me, where he think the whole season is up for grabs. But it's about to come crashing down.
We're talking about quarterbacks going to other places like Baker Mayfield.
It's like relationships, Lou. It's like relationships, Lou. That's the whole thing. It's that simple.
Can't get to the Bengals, so he can shut up.
All right.
I'm just saying, bro. It's like when you leave an angry broad for a better broad. That's what it is. By the time quarterbacks leave, Ken, they get kicked out. Two about to get kicked out of Miami. You know what I'm saying? And somebody's
going to go somewhere else and be good.
And they be welcome because they're going to welcome him with open arms and say, look, you good, bro. It's like when you mess up with a baddie and you go to a fat chick later. You know what I'm saying? She go take care of you, run your back, feed you good. People know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You remember from his slide ball days. That's what you do. This is what the Colts is. The Colts is a fat bitch in Indiana. That's what the Colts is. Wow. He ain't about to do shit with her. He just go help her out for a little bit.
You sound like AB. You sound like Adrian Broner.
I'm just keeping it a bean, bro. We should be talking about the Colts. Can't ask the quarterback question. Why are we talking about Daniel Jones?
Because he one of the quarterbacks to succeed in another place.
He ain't shit, bro. He beat Denver and Miami. Those are two teams I could give a fuck about.
But we care about the Bengals.
Of course, they undefeated. What we talking about?
Not for long.
Well,
brother.
so
not for long.
So anyway, yeah. So so anybody gonna answer the question? Did we get a good answer?
Yeah, I answered it first.
I answered it too. I think it's because I think it's because franchises are more accepting of the skill sets and willing to cater around them versus trying to get them to do something that the head coach wants to do. I think the head coach caters to a treaded quarterback more. Even we seen it with Matt Jones in San Francisco this week.
Mm-hmm.
Like they didn't they worked into what he could do. Like Shanahan worked in what he could do when they won their game.
But that's just Shanahan's system too. Like he's
seen with Gino. You know what I'm saying? Like everywhere that those quarterbacks that have been one place and failed first, they go to the second place, and that coach is like, okay, here's what you do good. Here's how the play calling is going to be out based off what you can do good.
Yeah, because I saw how it was Sam Darnold was the reason why that sparked that question, but let's not waste any more time talking about him. Let's talk about the Bengals, man. We had some pretty significant news drop over the weekend. Nick was one of the first ones posting in the chat. The Cincinnati Bengals won a close, exciting game in their home opener against the Jacksonville Jaguars 31-27. However, the win was bittersweet as Joe Burrow suffered a turf toe injury that would not only require surgery, but also entail a recovery period of at least 3 months, meaning he likely won't be available until mid-December at best. What does this injury say about the Bengals and Joe Burrow's season? And do we need to have another conversation about Trevor Lawrence? Fun fact, since 2013, when a team has gained 400-plus yards of offense, recorded 3+ interceptions, and won in a turnover battle, those teams have gone 70-1 in those games. The only loss came in last Sunday game against the Bengals with a backup quarterback, a QB to whom Trevor Lawrence has also lost more times than to Joe Burrow. All right. So what we're going to do about Broken Burrow, bro?
ISO on Nick.
I don't need no ISO, bro. I keep telling y'all, unlike Shelton, I stick with my team through thick and thin, but also like Shelton.
Which team?
But also like Shelton,
right?
Which team?
I understand pain and heartache, so like I'm used to it, bro. Like once Burrow got hurt the third time or whatever, I'm always anticipating this, which is again puts emphasis on last year and how important that was. If we had the defense that looks like what we have now last year, things would probably been different. But yeah, bro, I think the only glimmer of hope that I'm looking at is that it's a 3-month thing and he comes back around Christmas. Outside of that,
bro, that's the end of the season.
But I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Outside of that, yeah, most likely the season is probably over. But the only thing that gives me hope is, again, he can come back around Christmas. If we go 5-3, because I think Jake, again, this is me being biased. Jake Browning, bro. Shelton, again, he looks terrible. He is terrible. But damn it, he win games, bro. Lou, when you did you rewatch that game at all on the shortened NFL thing?
I did.
What did you see about his performance that game?
I saw 3 interceptions. Mm-hmm. I saw bad decision making. Mm-hmm. Y'all don't have an offensive line. So I will say that, like that, he was able to hit some good passes, but based off your offensive line and his skill set, it don't look good.
Well, that's the thing. He knows how to work within this offense better.
Better. You're right about that.
Honestly,
he wasn't nervous. He came in and did what he was supposed to do.
He works better in this offense. And I hate to say it like this because I'm not saying he's better than him, but he looks like sometimes when he's clicking, he works in his offense better than Burrow. Because he gets the ball out.
Oh man,
delusional fan take. Delusional fan take. Come on, man.
I'm trying to explain. I'm trying to explain something. I'm trying to explain. Y'all can't give me a segment and I'm trying to explain. What I'm trying to say is this. It's only from this standpoint. Burrow holds. The reason why Burrow hurt. This is on him. This injury is on him. He holds on to the ball too long. He holds on. No, listen, Lou. If you know that you're always dealing with a fuck up, do you get upset when they fuck up? No.
Yes.
No, you don't. Because you should always know that they're gonna fuck up, so you should always protect yourself. Burrow doesn't do that. He holds on to the ball too long and he doesn't throw it away. You see him trying to scramble. He's not a scrambling QB. He tries to scramble. Sometimes he can do some shit, but most times he getting hit and he needs to know to throw the ball away. The reason why I talk about Jake Brown is because he gets the ball out quick. Zach tailors the offense around that, which is what pisses me off because Zach Taylor should be doing that with Burrow because he knows the offensive line is not good. There's only about 6 offensive line. There's only 6 teams that have a good offensive line. Everybody else is just like it's between the Bengals and whatever. You're talking about the Texans. You're talking about the Raiders. You're talking about the who else? The Niners, the Niners now. You talking about the Steelers? Like this, like most of the NFL deals with a bad offensive line. So, to counter that, you need to have a quick passing game offense. Nick, the Bengals don't do that when they have Burrow. They do it when they have Jake Brown.
Nick, let me ask you something. Do you consider Joe Burrow a playmaker?
Yes.
Do you know what playmaking entails?
Don't do that, FIFO. Just say what you're gonna say because you don't try to explain football. You always try to explain football and say, "Nigga, I know what playmaking means."
Let me speak. Let me speak. I am getting to my point. You're not allowing me to get to my point. The point, right? And I needed you to confirm that you agree that Joe Burrow is a playmaker. The thing that all playmakers have in common at the quarterback position is that they hold the ball and make plays. They extend the play. Therefore, that is the definition of a playmaker, regardless if the O-line is great or not. Joe Burrow is not pre-programmed to get the ball out fast every single time because he knows if I hold this, if I make this D-line miss, if I just duck right here because I got that sixth sense because I'm an elite quarterback, I can hit the bigger play because he's a playmaker, Nick. So what you want him to do is to fit in a mindset of a second-tier, second-string quarterback. That's not Joe Burrow. That's not why you pay him what you pay him, because he's a playmaker. And when you have a playmaker, he's going to lose some because he wins big. Look at Barry Sanders, playmaking running back. Lost the most yards ever, but gained the second most ever because he's a playmaker. He's willing to take risks, Nick. You can't ask Joe Burrow to be a second-string guy mentally. So it's on the organization to up that roster and get the O-line at least decent. Because even with a trash O-line, we went to the Super Bowl because I'm that damn great. So we know what it is. We saw what hold on real quick, what Ben Johnson did with the Bears O-line on paper. On paper, it's something different. But on paper, you can't blame the moves that they made. What have we said about the Bengals so far? And I like signing T. Higgins. T. Higgins made a lot of plays. I love, obviously, Jamar Chase, paid them boys. But now, bro, like, you got to do something, especially if you're not going to address the defense. Address the O-line. Come on,
ask you a question, people? Do you even look at the Bengals drafts or offseason moves at all?
Of course.
So then what you're saying is idiotic because they've addressed the offensive line heavily. Not at the beginning of the season, but in the last few drafts, they're just not good at picking.
But it's not working.
But that doesn't. But you're acting like you're saying things like the resources haven't been allocated for that. You're saying things like they don't pay offensive line.
So Nick, let me ask you
traded for Orlando. They traded for Orlando Brown. They drafted.
As the owner, you're not going to fire yourself, right? As the owner, but you hire GMs and you hire people, player personnel to get it right. So if they continuously get it wrong, then guess what happens? So heads need to roll.
Well, the ones that they got right was Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins.
Okay, and that's cool.
Yeah,
and that's cool.
like,
but how do we get to the next level?
Can we get to another point? Because y'all gonna go.
I was just about to say that's like the pieces that they got right, Nick. You're absolutely right on, but that's like parking a Ferrari on the curb, bro, and not the garage. Like we got Joe Burrow.
I get what you're saying. I'm sorry I gotta cut you off because I get what y'all saying. That's not again. I'm not an idiot when y'all say these things. But when you see the season end off of a tough toe injury, you got to ask: is the risk worth the reward? Because if he's not protecting himself, because we all know sacks. FIFA, if you want to talk about condescending FIFA, you know what NFL? What's sacks? That's a quarterback stat. That's not anything to do with offensive line. That's more, especially with Burrow, knowing that you've been saying that since the fucking Super Bowl.
He's a playmaker, bro.
Since 2020,
he's a playmaker, bro.
Since 2020, you said
live
what?
with it.
You said what? Since 2020, they have a shitty offensive line. That means by year 5, when he getting paid $200 million, he knows that this offensive line can't protect me. Get me just pass the ball to the hands. Lamar Jackson, who's way more athletic, doesn't take unnecessary hits. He slides or he gets that motherfucker out of his hands.
But he's always had a decent, at worst, O-line. A decent.
Either way, he protects himself and he protects the ball.
But Lamar Jackson is arguably the most agile, physically gifted, you know what I'm saying, from a finesse perspective quarterback we've ever seen.
Exactly.
So that's not
that's the reason why I brought him up. No, I'm not bringing up because they're the same.
But Joe Burrow is closer to Brett Favre than he is to Lamar Jackson. So you use a better comp.
No,
what are you saying?
The comp is a more athletically gifted quarterback still protects himself from unnecessary hits.
Because he has the ability to.
I would expect a less athletically quarterback to even be more conscious of it, because it's idiotic for him to think he can just dance around a shitty O-line and not get hit.
It's not about dancing around. Like what? Like, are you watching the games? Because the Joe Burrow I watch does things out of necessity.
Is the season over?
Yes.
No, it's not. It's not over.
Absolutely.
It's not. Is it over for Kansas City?
No.
Then it ain't over for us.
Because Kansas City, not even that. Kansas City is going to get Shelton. Xavier Worthy going to come back. Rasheed Rice is going to come back.
Shelton, how good was Kansas City last week?
That's cool.
How good?
They were struggling.
Shelton, can I ask you how good was Kansas City week 1?
Week 1 that game, but they struggled.
You telling me an 0-2 team with Patty, the greatest quarterback I ever seen, can't win a game, but you telling me a 2-0 team with Jake Browning, who's proven to be 5-4 in his career.
This nigga is really bigging up Jake Browning. Get the fuck out of here, Bill.
I don't know if he's bigging him up real quick. I think
I'm saying facts, nigga.
I think there is some validity in Browning possibly treading water. You know, his record is 5
for 3 months.
He's ran the offense. Look, I mean,
y'all niggas drinking the juice.
He may go 500. You know, and we'll see where that lands. But he may.
We played the Vikings. They play the Vikings next. JJ out, and he was shitball compared to what Lou said.
JJ being out is a good thing for the Vikings.
Right. But they got a better quarterback in now. Whoever plays,
Carson Wentz.
Nick, can I ask you real quick? Are you blaming Joe Burrow for this injury?
I'm blaming bad decision making by Zach Taylor and Joe Burrow for this injury. Zach Taylor needs to start tailoring this offense around that shitty O-line. Until the O-line proves that it can protect Burrow, why are we not doing plays? Like you saw the screen, like Jamar Chase still was Jamar Chase in that game because of the play calling. If y'all watch that game, you see the play calling where they move Jamar around, do the quick screens and all this stuff. It was shit that it was like you didn't know what was going to happen. The shit that Burrow can easily do. And it still made the offense dynamic.
So you're blaming Joe Burrow.
I'm blaming Joe Burrow for not getting the ball out of his hands. Again, sacks are a quarterback stat. His turf toe wasn't just off of him falling. He got sacked.
Nick, I have a question for you. At this juncture in his career, how concerned are you about his health?
I'm not concerned if one thing changes that he gets the ball out of his hands. I think he's good. I just think you see there's a bunch of stats that you can look up. He's getting hit as much as damn near Andrew Luck and Deshaun Watson in their careers. So this is an unprecedented amount of hits for a modern day quarterback, especially one that's not mobile. So that's my thing is like, you got to be smarter within how you move based off of that. You know what this O-line is. That's what I was saying, Lou. If you around somebody who keep fucking up, you can't get upset when they fuck up because that's what you expect. You got to be able to be smart. We tell quarterbacks to be smart all the time. Yeah, when it comes to this, we just want to blame the O-line, bro. The O-line is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, look, Nick.
What about Trevor Lawrence?
What about him?
He been shitball to me. This is more of a statement thing for Trevor Lawrence. Burrow being hurt is more of a season-long thing, but this is now more a career thing for Trevor Lawrence. Bro, you can't beat Jake Browning.
Is there any hope? Is there any hope for Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, Trevor.
He'll be an above average. He'll be an above average quarterback.
Trevor to me, he could use some of that luck like Danny Dimes got and go somewhere else. Mm-hmm. I think being in Jacksonville is kind of stifling him. And then also, it doesn't help. You added Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is a dynamic player.
Is he?
But I think that's what I was about to get to, Nick. I think they're trying too hard to make him that. So they're having to put some emphasis on Travis, like get Travis the ball. And he's proven to be, the game is kind of big for him right now. So it's kind of tough for him to get going, which kind of stifles Trevor Lawrence a little bit, which that's not the only reason. But that still doesn't help his cause at all. So,
Shelton.
Yeah.
It's been 2 games. What do you think about Travis Hunter while we're having this conversation?
I think it's going to take some time. I really do. I don't like him being where he is to be a decent wide receiver.
Mm.
That's what he said.
Yeah. He's not gonna be. He ain't gonna be the Travis Hunter they thought he was. I don't see that.
Is he gonna be the Travis Hunter a lot of people thought he was gonna?
Yeah.
Be?
What is he?
That's what I'm saying.
What do you think he's gonna be?
I think he's gonna be a starter, a serviceable receiver at some point, and he's gonna make some plays. But he will not be.
Give me a comp.
Let me think. I'm trying to think of a good one. He's gonna be a solid receiver. You know how? Let me see. Good comp for him.
Ooh,
that's tough.
Shit.
Let me think about that.
We've seen receivers come into the league and and we're gonna give him more time. It's only week 2. It's only week 2, but and sometimes you can see it early. What you got, Spike?
This is the complaint that people will have, and the experts were saying it's like, bro, you can't do 2 things in the NFL. It's one thing to do it based off talent at Colorado. It's different to do it in the NFL, and you're trying to run snaps on defense and snaps on offense because it's too much that goes into these positions when you're a professional for you to go out there and be good without studying tape, without being in all the team meetings. And you can clearly tell if you watch these games, he's not prepared. Pick a side, bro. Right. Pick the offensive side or pick the defensive side. Shelton said receiver, decent. I agree with that, but he could be a full-time cornerback and be more effective in this league and make more of an impact. They need to go in and make the decision to put him at cornerback, kill all that offensive shit unless it's on some Deion Sanders once in a while, punt return, something like that. But all the offensive shit, they need to dead that. He needs to be a cornerback.
Yeah, I guess a really good slot receiver, he could be one of those types that's kind of electric, though. Like, you get the ball in space, and he going to make some moves. That's what he could do. But he just has to learn the game. He has to learn the route tree. I don't ever think he'll be a wide receiver 1. He'll be a good slot guy, in my opinion.
They wasted their money and they draft picks if he's never.
I was going to say that's the only thing about his career is like, Ken, I feel like when you ask, like, why are we talking about it in week 2 is because Jacksonville don't have a first-round pick next season, regardless of how the season go. Like, Cleveland looking like right now, they about to get maybe a top 15 pick at least. So, obviously, I say that because Trevor Lawrence can't even beat a backup QB when he up. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just like, how does this offense look? The defense, I think they got so many first-round picks, Ken, on that defense. It has to get better because giving up, what was it? They probably gave up at least 17 plus points to Jake Browning, like in the second half. So it's like, what does that look like? Travis Hunter, I think he needs to be more. Yeah, I think he is a corner more than a receiver, but even then, he got to get better, especially if you're in the AFC, because there's a lot of good wide receivers in the AFC.
He could be a great slot. He could be a great slot corner right now if he just played that position.
Yeah, but you don't waste the number 2 overall pick for a slot.
He could eventually, you're right, but he could eventually move outside. But right now, if they want him to be most effective, they throw him in that slot corner and he do his thing.
I think he could play any corner position, honestly.
Yeah, slot is
kind of defense more.
Slot is kind of tough for me for him because you got to be able to tackle if you're in the slot, and I don't think he's a good tackler like that.
That's fair.
A couple of super chats while we're on this topic. We them boys feel bad for Burrow. He's going out like Palmer. Wouldn't be surprised if the Bengals start the rebuild process. Okay.
On the table.
And Rob Costa, Joe Burrow is a franchise QB built with IKEA parts.
I told Nick. Joe Burrow is the Greg Oden of the NFL.
Yep. So
that's a horrible comparison, but I'm
really
just,
is terrible.
Why is it? Why is it?
It's true.
Greg Oden wasn't.
Yeah, if you got to ask why, we need to move on.
Greg Oden was nice.
Oh,
in the NBA.
Yes. Greg Oden was nice.
Really?
Yes.
Y'all not about to hype up Greg Oden.
Greg Oden.
Look at the numbers when he played.
Look
at the numbers when he played.
Compared to Joe Burrow, bro, this is a terrible comparison.
It's in the same box. We're not saying is apples
Joe Burrow
apples.
is an elite quarterback and top 4, 5 in his position. When has Greg Oden ever been that?
Greg Oden could have been. He could have been. He's a what if,
but he
could have
wasn't
been.
Even when he played.
And your argument could have been good, FIFO too, but it's
he was
trash.
definitely top 10 when Greg Oden was in the league.
Oh my
no, he was not.
Yeah,
when he played,
just a bad. It's just a bad example.
Whatever. He's injury prone. Okay, fine, whatever. He injury prone. Injury prone.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, Brandon Roy is a better one. Like this.
There we go.
Yeah,
okay, fine.
I was thinking about Brandon Roy. That's a good one.
Boom.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh wow, bro! Hey, we're gonna be back to talk about these the Chiefs and the Eagles after this quick break. If you are a fan of hip hop and love unfiltered discussions on the culture, check out Dead in Hip Hop. From album reviews to hip hop debates, Dead in Hip Hop always keeps it real. Go to youtube.com/Dead in Hip Hop and search for Dead in Hip Hop or DEHH to subscribe now. Dead in Hip Hop, no politics, no BS.
Let's go. You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The Philadelphia Eagles continue to prove their dominance over the Kansas City Chiefs, winning a hard-fought close game on the road at Arrowhead 20-17. Will the Chiefs miss the playoffs for the first time since Patrick Mahomes became the starter? And are the Eagles still the favorites to win the NFC?
I think everybody here had the Chiefs winning the AFC West. So
I didn't.
Except for you. But I know I did. Nick, didn't you?
I did too.
All right. Shelton, right?
I did.
You had it?
Bro, just say your point. You ain't gotta have everybody be on your same level. Bro, you've been doing this all day. They can say your point, bro.
Hey,
don't loop us in your argument. Don't do that. I don't know what the hell you about to say.
Hey, look, all I'm saying is everybody picked up for a reason. And I think even starting 0-2, I understand that the percentages of making the playoffs go way down. But I don't think anybody's worried because Patrick Mahomes. And like I said,
you're not worried about them winning the division?
I'm not worried. No, I'm not worried about them making the playoffs at bare minimum. And I think that they could still win the division. Maybe the Broncos don't take that step that I thought they were going to take. Right?
What about the Chargers?
I think the Chargers is the team that looks the best right now in the AFC West. So I think they could win it. But I don't think I'm not worried about the Chiefs not making the playoffs though, even being 0-2, because they're gonna get better. Rashee Rice is coming. I understand it's 6 games, but he's coming. We know undoubtedly that's the number one wide receiver. Xavier Worthy is gonna come back at some point in time. So I think they'll figure it out. The one thing that I do question about the Chiefs is the run game. The run game is just not there. Pacheco's not the same since the injury. So can they manufacture? Like I think Mahomes has been leading them, like in rush yards. Like
he leads them in rushing. Yep, he's on pace.
That's crazy.
Mahomes is on pace to have 1,000 yards rushing this season.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
You can't win like that. Yeah, you don't want to do that. You know. So if they can figure that aspect of the offense out, and again, they will get better in the pass game. Come down the season, come down the stretch. So I'm not worried about them making the playoffs. I think they're fine even 0-2. The Eagles have their number. They're just a better team, and the reason why I say that is you see that they have an identity. They play. It could be ugly.
What's their identity? The tush push.
Their identity, Spike, is their identity is by any means necessary. What I mean by that is they own time of possession. So by however they got to go about doing that, they keep the other quarterback off of the field. Their defense is well rested, and we know that on paper and even on the field, they're one of the best in the league. So it just the way that they're built and the mentality that they have is just complementary football all around, and that's their identity. And they do it very well, to Shelton's point, 16-1.
Here's my concern about the Chiefs. The offense will come together. I agree with you there, FIFO, but the defense does not look the same. Chris Jones is older. He ain't rushing the passer like he used to. It may still be early. Those cornerbacks don't look as dominant as they used to.
They don't.
It looked funny on the defensive side of the ball. And for the last 2 years, when y'all were trying to write the Chiefs off, and I was like, nah, they still got a chance, and they went to those Super Bowls, it was because the defense was good. Now, as I said in my last week, we need to talk. It looked funny now because the defense is not the same, and I think that's what's going to be the thing. It ain't going to be Patrick Mahomes. It ain't going to be Travis Kelce. It ain't going to be Rasheed Rice. It's not going to be Andy Reid. It's going to be that defensive side of the ball. Chris Jones not making plays like he used to. Those cornerbacks not being able to contain wide receivers like they used to, and that's what's going to be their detriment this year. They're going to have problems with the Raiders. They're going to have problems with the Broncos. They're going to have problems with the Chargers. It's going to be really difficult for them to get into the playoffs this year.
I don't know. I disagree. I think that adding those weapons back for Patrick Mahomes will help the running game because Andy knows how to control that offense. If there's no real threat of a passing game, you can kind of key in on the run and shut that down. Patrick's scrambling for his life because nobody's open right now. Well, you get those receivers back. You're going to have to pay attention to them, and you can't cheat down in the box like they like to do. And you're going to free up some lanes for Pacheco. You're going to have Kareem Hunt making catches out of the backfield. You can control the ball a little bit more than you can right now on that team, which keeps their defense off the field. I still think Patrick Mahomes, if it comes down to a possession or two, in most cases, other than a couple teams, I trust Patrick Mahomes over any of those guys, especially in his division. I do not. I still think, as far as this game goes, a really ugly game it was, but Eagles games are like that early in the season every single year. Every year it's the same thing.
Every game.
Every year.
Every game.
It is.
Not for real.
But every year, especially early on, it takes about good 5 weeks before they get cooking. And the fact that they won both games is a good thing. I think a lot of people, I thought they'd win, but a lot of people thought they'd be 1-1 right now. And but anyway, that's not the point. Back to the Chiefs. I don't trust Justin Herbert like that. I see where, right now the team looks good. They look good in both those games. They look good against the Raiders, but I don't trust Omarion Hampton, and I don't trust their running game. So I feel like the Chargers can. Yeah.
You don't trust them?
No, not at all.
I trust the Chargers defense. You saw them boys flying around?
Yeah, but did you see Khalil Mack go down? That's
fine.
That's
so do you trust
that
coach? Do you trust Harbaugh?
He's okay. He's not what some people make him out to be. I trust him to be a decent coach. But at the same time, those players on that field is what. Yeah. Harbaugh?
Yeah. I mean, that's Shelton just hating at this point.
I mean, we've seen this. How many times have we seen this story with them in the playoffs?
In the 2 seasons that he's in the second season, but last season,
how many playoff games?
That team won 5 games before he got there. Then they won 11, and then they were a goofy ass, like you mentioned, Justin Herbert, game away from going to the divisional round, bro. Like, what are you talking about? And then they beat the Chiefs handedly week 1 in Brazil. Like, what are you talking? Like,
in Brazil, about? That's that right there.
Harbaugh, and this is Harbaugh coming off winning a title. Like, what are you saying?
What title? He coming off winning what title?
He won a title in college.
National championship.
Oh, we talking about. Who cares about that? We talking about what
3 years ago.
Yeah,
I'm saying what coach had a better 3-year run the last?
What has Herbert won in the playoffs?
Did John Harbaugh or Jim Harbaugh?
So wait, you said what has Herbert won in the playoffs? Is that you saying that you don't believe that he can win playoff games under Harbaugh?
I don't trust him to go as far as people are making him out to be. This, I mean, I was a definite Herbert supporter, and everybody knows that. I think he has more talent than he has just as much talent as every quarterback in the league. But we all know that talent is only half the battle. If you can't get out there and execute, and if you don't have what's between the ears to get you through, it's not going to matter. That talent doesn't matter when it counts the most. And I think that it's going to get closer to crunch time. He's going to tighten up, and we're going to see them fall like they always do. I don't think there's something different.
Also, the Raiders are just really bad, so I don't really care about that. But everyone's doing this. It's the first 2 weeks. Everyone's always so hyperactive and overreactive with their takes, and I feel like aside from injuries like with Joe Burrow and whatnot, you can't really write a team off. When you look at what the Chiefs have with Patrick Mahomes, you can't never write them off. I just keep saying that until I see the clock at 0-0 in the AFC playoffs versus whoever it is, Baltimore against the Chargers if it's divisional, if it's the Ravens, if it's the Bills. Until I see 0-0-0, I'm not putting anything against Patrick Mahomes besides the fact that he's continued to be dominant in the AFC. So it may look ugly right now. It may be 0-2 or whatever, but that's still the Chiefs, bro. And of course they're not as explosive. They're definitely showing some wear and tear with their older guys. But I just believe in situational football, and I believe in pedigree. And I think that if you get the Chiefs in the playoff scenario, I think that Josh Allen is going to blink before Patrick Mahomes. I think that John Harbaugh and the Ravens just have really bad luck. It's just something about that team every year. And then beyond that, Justin Herbert is going to have to show me. So I'm not saying that it's impossible for this to be the year where the Chiefs get dethroned in the AFC playoff picture, but they're going to have to show me. I don't think there was anything else besides that. Eagles are 2-0, so that's good. We got to figure something out on offense, but that's how we normally do it. So
I want to know how Zadarius Smith, what you think about that kid? How did he go unsigned until the end?
I don't know. The Eagles roster conversation, man. Like no one cares.
I'm sorry.
I don't really know. This nigga want to talk about Brandon Aubrey and shit. Fuck out of here. Anyway, so at the end of the day,
player of the week. Let's go.
He's not even better than Chris Boswell, but it's all good. At the end of the day, I feel like with Zadarius Smith and more so a broader picture, veterans are getting overlooked a little bit in the NFL in terms of just what they can bring to a team because we're so gung ho to try to find new talent. We're so gung ho to try to find like value in the later rounds of the draft that I think veterans are kind of getting priced out in the sense of why would I pay you, $10 million for 1 year of your service, which is basically what a guy like Zadarius Smith commands when you're trying to look for gems in the third, fourth round and hoping that those guys become stars and guys that you can plug in immediately. But in situations where you're in your window, like the Eagles or the Ravens, or think about the Bills, yada yada, those type of teams where you're really in your window, veterans can come in and immediately be immediate impact guys. So a guy like Zadarius Smith is just one of those stories where you bet on some pedigree, you bet on some experience, and it's paying off for you. So the Eagles made a good signing there, and the Cowboys also. I want to say that got another example, Jadeveon Clowney. I think he's going to help the Cowboys, be able to go 9-8 this year. So it's going to be nice.
Shout out to my homeboy Lou. That's my homeboy.
Who's Jadeveon Clowney?
Yeah, Rock Hill. Yes.
Yeah,
only Cowboy I root for.
He can only help that team. He can only help that team. He can only help.
I didn't even know he still played, to be honest with you.
Damn, that's crazy.
I did not know he was still in the league.
Rotational guy, but he can only help though.
He's still in the league.
It's a body. It's a body.
You think he's gonna help you guys out, Lou?
No. I mean, it's a body, like I said, like that. What we need on defense doesn't come from Clowney. It comes from, as y'all seen with the Giants game, defensive backfield. Hooker, all those dudes back, Elam, those dudes are some slaw.
It's a very bland defense if I can make a point real quick.
True. Good one. And Diggs is overrated. He thought that he could follow Neighbors around and be a lockdown corner. Neighbors cooked him.
Yeah.
The only thing that would help us on the defensive side is we had some secondary help. Like, we got what we need.
You got to get some pressure on the ball, man. That'll help your secondary because they don't have to guard. They don't have to cover for it.
We only traded away the best pass rusher of this generation. So
my thing,
you believe that now? Oh, okay.
I've been saying it on this show for 2 years.
I mean, you was talking about his back.
I was. I wanted to believe that, but I also said he was the best. I also said he was the best player in the league, other than Patrick Mahomes.
Yes,
I said that on this show.
Getting back to the topic at hand, because we give a fuck about the Cowboys. My thing is with the Chiefs.
We had a topic about the Bengals though.
My thing is with the Chiefs. That's big news. My thing with the Chiefs is that I've been saying this, Ken, for about 2-3 years, bro. Through Super Bowls and all, they are wasting Patty's time. The fact that they haven't got Tyreek or somebody or something, because we're relying on Travis Kelce to carry this team until Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice and all that other shit get back. And then, in my opinion, right now, Shelton, would you say that the Chiefs have a top 50 offensive player outside of Patty on their team?
No.
Kelce ain't top 50, bro.
Not no more.
It ain't 50.
Y'all think so? I don't think so.
I think there's 50 offensive players out better than Travis Kelce right now.
Really? I can't.
Skill players.
I think
we just talking skill
40 people. You name 40 people you would rather have
than Travis. Yeah.
Because
what does Travis Kelce do better than 40 people right now?
That's
Kelce done, yo.
Get open, bro.
Get open. Can he catch?
And that's the thing.
You can name. He got open last week. How much that help him?
That was one time, bro. Like, y'all stop.
This is all last season. This is during the Super Bowl. These are the last three. These are the last three. The last three games. Travis Kelce has not looked like the Travis Kelce y'all telling me about.
He's still in the
elite. And I'm bringing all this up. His career is elite. But what I'm bringing all this up is Travis Kelce should not be a number one in this offense when you have a prime Patty. And FIFA already talked about it. They can't even get a 1 yard game.
But Nick,
with Kareem Hunt, it's like eventually all that shit where they were talking about it. We got Patty, we good. When they let Tyreek go, when they let Orlando Brown go, when they let the cornerback go, when they let somebody else go, it's like you're now seeing the erosion of like Patty is like looking around like, bro, I'm the best thing out here, and I have nothing really to support me right now. When it comes to sustaining the winning they're doing, I'm not talking about just winning games. I'm talking about sustaining the winning that they're doing, like winning chips. This team does not look like a chip winning team.
But Nick, a point of order here is that number one, that I just think the point is kind of asinine because you're looking at it from the lens of a number one, and that's the issue is that. To me, Travis Kelce is like a Bron without no Luka, without an AD. You can't expect Patrick Mahomes to be his Batman when we're talking about in the field of play, the actual X's and O's. You have to have another wide receiver that strikes the fear into the defense so that it accentuates what Travis Kelce does better. Yeah, but the thing is, though, is that if you put Travis Kelce on the Ravens and remove Mark Andrews, right? He's going to look like one of the top 30 guys in the league, in my personal opinion. If you put him in a better scheme, replace the shit, take Dallas Goedert off the fucking Eagles, I feel like you would see similar production that we get. But that goes to my point because you're even with Travis Kelce with the Eagles, take out Mark Andrews, you still got Derrick Henry. Like that's what I'm saying. There's options on an offense when we're talking about the AFC. The only exception I would give you is maybe Josh Allen, but that's because I don't really worry about the Bills because they in a shitty division and he got the easiest schedule in NFL history. So they're gonna get the number one seed off that alone. Yeah. But I'm talking about with Patty, it's more of like the reason I'm looking at Travis as number one is because all the other players are hurt that you would probably say are these are the ones that he would go to. So for right now, for over the next 5-6 weeks until Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy get back, that's who their number one option is.
And they're not winning games with that. Oh, we got Andy Reid. Oh, we got Patty. Oh, we got Steve Spagnuolo. We good. We got Chris Jones. Like, it's not working no more. Chris Jones over here yelling at Jalen Hurts, holding them to 100 yards. They can't even beat the Jalen Hurts that they held under 100 yards, bro. At home. You would think that.
Wait. Jalen Hurts didn't have 100 yards pass?
Whatever Chris Jones. I'm saying whatever.
He had
101 yards.
Whatever Chris Jones was saying, I'm just saying, like, that's, to me, that's concerning because they haven't started 0-2 since he touched the football in the NFL.
Hey, Nick, remember when Joe Burrow had 116? What, 117? What was that, week 1?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's 7 yards.
Remember all
total
that
in the second half.
shit you got that week?
Oh, yeah, as long as you get the dub.
Mm-hmm.
But he asking in reference to Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what?
How Shelton was clowning Joe Burrow and you.
Yeah.
Well, see,
and they won.
Well, see, here's the thing. I'm clowning because the clowning came at me. That's the only reason. Because Jalen does that. It don't matter. We know that don't matter for him.
Less yards.
It matters. It matters more for Burrow. That's what Burrow's known for.
Jalen plays.
Can we talk about niggas that play
Let's talk about. Wait a minute. Can you talk about when Joe Burrow had that in the playoffs, or he went in the playoffs?
No, I just thought it was funny.
No, just the playoffs. Just the playoffs. If it ain't the playoffs, I don't need to talk about it.
All right. So whenever you're done, so I just thought it was funny that you spent a lot of time ribbing.
I didn't.
Nick, you kept Shelton. It's on video.
Listen,
you kept bringing it up over and over again.
It wasn't about the amount of yards. It was about who the yards came from, Ken. You see what I'm saying? Okay. If you're going to have him up there, then he needs to be doing something special. That's what hurts.
Shelton, we don't need to be talking about niggas on IR, bro. It's all good.
Right. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I want to know.
It's all good, bro.
Did Jalen Hurts do something special in that game?
Oh, you talking about this game or 2 games ago when we was in the Super Bowl?
I'm talking about the game where he had less than, like, he had 101 yards passing. And that's the game I'm talking about.
He scored a touchdown. He won. He scored a touchdown.
I don't remember.
I thought it was funny when he pointed to the scoreboard though. But I thought it was interesting that they were clowning him for that.
Chris Jones got to know when it shut up.
Yeah, that was kind of.
If you niggas that care, if you care about your stats, then stats matter. If you care about the wins matter.
Yeah, you don't see people mad.
I thought it was interesting because I need more data. Never mind. Anyway, that's gonna do it for that, man. Let's move on, man. We're gonna go into our award winners right after this quick break.
If you're looking for real conversations and motivations to be your best, then you have to check out Another Week in the Books. Another Week in the Books with Spike, Lou, and Rich is your go-to podcast for growth and community. Plenty of dope conversations take place week to week as they inspire each other to be better through conversations. Another Week in the Books, wherever you get your podcast.
You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
All right, so before we dive further into the NFL regular season, actually, before we even do that, we need to talk. Nick, you are up, my brother.
Yeah, we need to have a conversation. We already talked about Burrow, so I'm going to talk about another situation that's somewhat similar with the number 1 overall pick. We need to talk about the Chicago Bears, specifically Ben Johnson. Ken, the reason why people are be like, why am I on Ben Johnson's head like this? What did he do? He just started this and that. Shelton, did we not say the same thing about Steve Wilkes?
We did.
Did I not say anything about Gerard Mayo? You know what I'm saying? It's like they pick and choose when they want to protect these new fresh head coaches who's coming in hot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, bro, if we judging head coaches off of 1 year, then we judging every game because it's only about 16, 17 of them. You know what I'm saying? So giving up 50 points to an offense that you should know the best about? Like, Kane, if I told you there's one guy who knows the Detroit Lions offense better than anybody, who would you say that is?
Isn't it a different offensive coordinator though?
He don't coach.
He knows,
defense.
but he knows the
He knows the personnel.
He knows the person. He knows their best. He knows their strengths and weaknesses. He schemes around it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like 50, and it's one thing to lose. I'm fine if you lose.
Did you watch the game, Nick?
I watched the game.
Was close. That game was close up until halftime.
Yeah. No. Because
it wasn't a bad performance by the Bears. It was a lot of inconveniences that happened to them, turnovers and stuff like that. It wasn't a belt to ass like people are trying to say.
And Spike, and remember, the refs messed up and gave the Detroit Lions another possession before the end of the half, which made the halftime score 28-14 instead of 21-14. So that's a whole different ball game.
So we blame the refs?
No. I'm not blaming the refs. I'm not blaming the refs. Obviously the Bears do a lot of things that bad teams do to lose games, right? So I'm not giving them any bail in that sense of it. However, the fact that you be trying to give certain people bail and then try to hold certain. Go ahead, Ken.
You say the Bears do a lot of things that bad teams do to lose. Oh, I said to win. No, you said it right. I said it wrong.
Okay.
To Nick's point, isn't that what Ben Johnson is there to clean up?
It's two games.
Thank you. It's 2 games. Now, first of all, here's the thing, right? Like, if we go by history, we know that what Ben Johnson wants to do, at least offensively, that shit works. As a head coach and having final say over the entire game on how it's played and the calls that are made, that's something different. But offensively, we know that what he wants to do works. We know that for a fact. We know that Caleb Williams, the way that he plays the game is different than what Ben Johnson's type of offense is. It's rhythm and timing. We see it all over the league. We see it with Kyle Shanahan. We see it with McVay. We see it with others, where I draw out the play, I scheme it up, read the defense, and make the appropriate throw. And Caleb has not been that. That hasn't been his superpower. That's not the reason why he was drafted. Now, you're trying to use Spike's earlier analogy, is fit a circle into a square peg. Now, is it going to work? We don't know. But we know what Ben Johnson does works, and we know that the quarterback is talented. Is it going to be a marriage? We don't know.
Can I ask Lou one question before you go, Q? Because I think you got some thoughts.
Go ahead, man.
Lou, what did you say about JJ McCarthy after his second game?
He sucks.
Okay,
I've been saying that since college, though.
Okay, thank
you. But he doesn't have the same type of talent.
No, I'm just saying, like, Lou can judge something off for 2 games, but then he want to yell at me about 2 games.
But coaching is different. Coaching is different. Let's not do that. Coaching is
I'm weak.
50 points? 50 points ain't different, bro. How many coaches you don't give up 50 points?
No, he got fucking
He's a
smacked.
head coach. He's a head coach. That's both sides of the ball, nigga.
He got smacked. Yeah. So this conversation just comes down to the fact that Caleb Williams is ass. Like, this is all this comes down to. He's super talented, but he ass, and it's just one of those things where Jameis Winston was super talented too, but you come into the league and you just make a lot of bonehead decisions. You're not as good as you think when you go off script. You've been getting by with that shit since high school. They thought you were the man. You went to college. You thought you were the man there. And then you come into the league, and every single trend I've seen over the last 2 seasons is that you have it's like a tick. You can't get rid of it. And Ben Johnson is going to probably have to get nailed to this cross as long as he's there.
He's not.
But
he's not.
As long as I said for as long as he's there, they're going to be questioning Ben Johnson if these losses continue like this. I'm not saying that he's going to end up getting fired for it, but that he's going to be having to bear that, because if we are looking at Caleb, because the tide hasn't turned yet in media, people are not calling him bad yet. People are still saying we're looking to see the potential and whatnot. The improvising, the lack of accuracy, the layup throws that he misses. Nah, bro. I'm not he's bad. And I think that I can call that. I know I said that there's a lot of things in the season that have to develop, but this has been since last season. And we're at a point now where Caleb could prove me wrong after he gets let go from the Bears and he goes to do something else. But as of right now, as a Bear, he's a pretty bad quarterback, and I'm not fucking with what I'm seeing.
They said I saw where Ben Johnson said that he had other than a few plays, he had a pretty decent game.
He did,
which I hadn't went back and watched it again. I watched it and I saw the bad plays, but I'm gonna go back and try to watch it.
Look at the whole game.
So did you?
If you look at the whole game, you can tell that, like, to what Q's point is, Caleb's he's not good, bro. Like, that's just like
it's too
Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson is a better coach than Caleb Williams is a player. So if the Bears are a smart organization, they're going to make the evaluation and they're going to get Caleb out of there and keep Ben Johnson and get Ben Johnson
100%.
his quarterback that he needs
100%.
to make that offense successful.
Look,
Caleb not gonna cut it, bro.
You agree with
he
that?
might go do some.
Yeah. No, I
Anyone
do.
with eyes would agree with that, bro. If you watch Caleb play, he's not good.
I disagree.
I totally disagree with that.
I think the Caleb Williams thing, right, where Q and where Spike is going in terms of being quote unquote a bad quarterback, it's not that he doesn't have the talent. I think everybody here watches him and is like, oh, big arm, he got legs, he got this, he got that. The issue with Caleb, number one, is the mechanics. That's the reason why he's selling the ball high, right? The mental stuff, we can work on that, and that's going to take a little bit of time, just like the terminology. He's just now getting the terminology down right before the season. You know what I'm saying? We saw all preseason and all off season that it was hard to get that down. The mechanics got to get better first and foremost. Making the right throw on time, that can get better with time, more film study, understanding exactly what Ben Johnson wants. This is still new to Caleb, and he's never been in a more rigid system than he has been now. So that is going to be an adjustment period for any type of quarterback. That I saw in the chat, I don't remember who said it, that your style is freestyle. Caleb Williams' style is freestyle because he's been that much better than his competition all the way since high school. But now you in the pros, bro. Linemen run as fast as you. You know, the windows are small. You have to make anticipatory throws, and Ben Johnson is creating a scheme for you to have that. You just have to read the defense and process quick, and he's not there yet mentally, but he has to get the fundamentals down, which is why I'm agreeing with Spike and Q. At this point, your fundamentals should be in a much better place where if you're not making the right read, that's okay. But you can't be airmailing balls and sending wide receivers and tight ends to the hospital. That's not good quarterback play.
Well, FIFO, we understand though that he should be there, but we talk about coaching all the time, and we knew they weren't working with him like that. They weren't even sending him anything home to study. So what you saw from him?
Wait, what do you?
Let Shelton finish the point. I want to hear this.
Yeah, he was saying last year that those coaches, what's his name?
Eberflus.
Yeah, they didn't give him tape to study. They didn't tell him what to go home and look for. So they didn't really work with him on a lot of the things like the fundamentals that an offensive coach should be working with their quarterback on. So a lot of
these quarterbacks in the offseason have quarterback coaches that they work with in the offseason to get I'm talking about footwork, boom, 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 throw the ball, mechanics, all of that type of stuff. The film, I get you. And that's the reason why we said Eberflus was out of there. But Shelton, I'm talking about mechanics. I'm talking about footwork. I'm talking about the robotics of being a quarterback. Every quarterback, I saw this one montage where they showed Josh Allen when he first came into the league, the way he threw the rock versus how he throws it now. That's why he's accurate. Josh Allen worked on the fundamentals.
Yeah, did you see the coaches that were working with him though? Where they were, they were filming how he was throwing. So a lot of times we assume that he would just go get a coach and get better. But once again, the coaches that's supposed to be coaching him is the coaches of his NFL team, especially if he's the number one pick. So he should have his own coaching.
The offseason is on you, but the offseason is on the player.
No, I'm saying he should have his own coaching, but at the same time, they're just building on top of what your coach has already given him. If they ain't gave him nothing, he's getting it now. And that's the thing. Ben Johnson said that. I said what it said again.
I was going to say that there were reports in the offseason of coaches trying to do what you're saying with the Bears offense, and it wasn't working. That's been reported.
Ben Johnson wasn't working.
Caleb Williams taken to the new offense. Like, I understand what you're saying about the last administration and Eberflus, but that ain't been the same with Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson has been right. And they had a whole offseason to try to connect and get these things on the same page as Caleb, and it hasn't been working. That was the whole thing going into the season and why people were down on the Bears. Like Ben Johnson was saying, I'm doing these things and it ain't taking. He can't figure it out.
Yeah, he can get right.
But to Shelton's point, he's saying a different thing now after the first 2 games.
Yeah, he said, and even Ben Johnson said yesterday, he was saying, like, it's not perfect, but I see tremendous growth and development from my quarterback. That's what he said. But if you watch those first couple series, man, he looked like an NFL quarterback to me. Now, after that, it kind of fell apart when he tried to make that.
Because that's the script.
That's the script.
Yeah, that's the script. Like, especially for a guy like Ben Johnson, the Andy Reids of the world, the Kyle Shanahans, them first 10, 15 plays, we know we've been practicing that all week. This is how we're going to attack them. This is what we see on film. But what happens when we start making adjustments and it's not what we practice all week, or it's a variation of a play that we just ran or whatever? He's not making the same reads.
Well, I just don't see it, man.
Well, my thing is it's too early to judge Caleb on. Again, I never had a high grade on him.
Too early to judge Caleb, but get Ben Johnson out of here. Okay.
No, I didn't say get Ben. I'm not asking for Ben Johnson to be fired. All I'm asking is for us to view Ben Johnson in the light that he's supposed to be looked at. It's a nigga who ain't done shit yet. Has he won the game yet, Shelton? He ain't done shit yet. So when Lou every time talks about some Caleb, Ben Johnson is a better coach than Caleb Williams. At least Caleb won a game before he knew what Ben Johnson.
I agree with that because
we need to just view Ben Johnson like he has to earn our respect. Yeah, that's not given in football. Everything is earned in football.
We got to pump the brakes.
Well, I think the brakes have been pumped. Everybody's saying the guy's shitty now, and I don't think he's shitty. I think
Ben Johnson?
Caleb Williams. I think Caleb Williams is going to be all right.
I mean, pump the brakes on Ben Johnson.
Oh well, yeah, Ben Johnson is. We got to see. It's still early. It's 2 games, but let's get into our predictions. So before we dive further into the NFL regular season, we would like to share our predictions for the annual individual awards, including Offensive and Defensive Rookie of the Year, Coach of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and MVP.
Let's go! You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
We are going to start with the rookies. So let's start with Offensive Rookie of the Year. I got that.
Oh, I forgot mine, y'all. Sorry. Give me Emeka from the Bucks.
Okay,
that's a good pick.
Oh,
that's another one.
That's a really good one.
I always just default
flip flopping.
Yeah, I always default with quarterback. They always get
Baker gonna throw. He gonna throw that shit all over the field, bro. So
he had a big drop in that game, but that's a good pick though.
Cam Ward has started kind of shaky as far as his receivers catching these passes, but I think he'll go hit some stride and make some noise.
Hey, FIFA,
But you notice how with Cam Ward we see it though. Like that's all I'm saying. With Caleb.
Yeah, I agree.
But FIFA, I do like the golden pick because if Jordan Love keeps on this trajectory of not really fucking up, Golden's going to be up next because since Jaden Reed is
a sleeper
out.
pick.
But he can't. The only reason I say he can't, and I respect it too, FIFA, but the only reason I say he can't is because there's too many miles to feed on that team. He has those other guys.
Not for a number one. They don't got a number one.
He's going to stand up, though, right? Golden going to be the dude. Like, if the Packers perform how I expect them to perform and Golden is going to be a major part of that, I think that's a good pick by FIFA.
Before you move on, Ken, Lou, why the hell you have Genting on this list?
Did you watch any of the game?
I watched the game. Right, how many
it's been rough, Lou.
How many yards you get this?
Lou, it's been rough both games.
He didn't get a lot of yards, but
Spike, did you spell his name like that? Or
that ain't me. I don't do the graphics.
Okay.
He's shitty. He gotta earn his name.
He gotta earn the J.
He ain't even got his name.
God damn.
He got to the J's yet.
He's shitty, bro. He is shit. They got a shitball offensive line. Speaking of shitty offensive lines,
No, Nick.
they drafted a running back 4th overall.
Nick, why did Lou say, did you watch? What were you asking that for, Lou? Like, did he watch what?
Yeah, what did we see?
I watched the game yesterday. He didn't do bad, and I watched the game the first week. He didn't do bad.
I'm gonna send you a couple.
You ain't say he did
do
good.
good?
I didn't say he did good. I didn't say that. I did not say he did good. I didn't say that. I just said he didn't do bad. That's all.
Did
I'm
you see
saying.
him protecting Geno? Did you look at any of that?
I ain't see it.
Man, that was the worst I've ever seen.
They
All
got
right, so I don't have the
Boise State running
defensive rookie of the year. So what do we have for that?
defense rookie.
Yeah,
I'm going with Makuba.
Q, I'm going same team, but I'm going Campbell.
You going Jahai Campbell? Okay.
Jahai
I feel like
Campbell,
Makuba going to get more picks and stuff, but I feel like Jahai's going to be more solid in terms of just like those silent plays. But you know what I mean? He's going to be silently like a great player.
A lot of these guys, people watching, listening, were submitted before the NFL season started.
Right.
FYI.
I had
I
Abdul
looked at mine. I went with I
got
took
Carter.
the easy way out. I went with Abdul Carter.
Yeah, I got Carter too.
He's tough.
Yeah,
Are the Giants going to win enough games for him to do that?
Well, that don't matter. I just think that the defensive line is so good that he's going to get a lot of one-on-ones and a lot of opportunities that most defensive rookies don't get with talent like that. So I just think his path is going to be easier.
Okay.
I don't. They just got 40 put on their head by Dallas. I don't think the defensive line is that. What people think it is. But a lot of that is on the coordinator too, because I don't think they play those guys all together.
They said 8 snaps. I think it's like 8 snaps.
Yeah, something crazy like that. Like them guys got to be on the field, but you got a lot of redundancy, which is going to hurt. Well, that's the only thing. I think he's dope. I think he's going to have a better career out of probably a lot of players, but for rookie of the year.
I kind of understand somewhat of the rotation, not that low, but the fact that you can't have all your best guys on the D-line. They got to switch out. You got to give breaks for relief. But
I don't understand why they got to do that though.
Abdul Carter got 2 tackles.
I would have Carter, Brown, and Lawrence on the field at all times.
I'm just saying, I get why you would want to keep some in rotation, keep like the line fresh, but it's too low. It's way too low. And like you said, Shelton, but they're not getting no pressure with what they doing now.
Carter, Burns, and Thibodeau play the same position, Lou. So it's kind of hard to get them all on the field.
We've seen the Giants win a title with niggas that play the same position.
Yeah,
what they call it, the NASCAR package.
Yeah, NASCAR. Get a better defensive coordinator. Figure it out.
True.
I need all of them dudes out there rushing the passer. That's true. It's inexcusable that them they rotate. That's crazy.
Because Lawrence going to draw double, triple teams in the middle.
Exactly.
So
right now is Neighbors top 3 right now, top 5.
He up there, Q.
Yeah, from wide receiver university, LSU. You already know what it is, but
All right, so defensive player of the year. This is the rookies. It was labor room. There you go, y'all.
I'm about to say, damn, Campbell is defensive player.
Nick, wait, whoa, Nick,
who is that?
That's the same dude. That's the same dude Nick was telling go back to the draft.
Has he made a tackle yet?
No, that's 4 nigga. That's 4 bats, nigga.
He do look like that nigga. Listen, that's crazy. I seen the tape. We're going off predictions, all right, nigga. I'm just saying what I see. I see things.
We said we hope, Nick. We said we seen.
And Shelton, you over here talking about Abdul Carter. You said how many tackles he got? How many more tackles he got than you?
2.
Nick, don't ever, nigga, never in your life put somebody on a list that look like the nigga from the Wu-Tang series on Amazon, nigga. Like that's like ODB.
I did not know that's what he looked like up close.
Shamar got 3 tackles, Nick.
Hey, he hurt though. When he come back, he gonna be balling.
Dang, y'all, so all y'all had Carter. Let me tell you,
he might need to go to college again and learn how to tackle because that shit.
Campbell got like 12 tackles and a forced fumble.
Yeah, he's a linebacker, right?
Yeah, he's a linebacker.
Yeah, Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have the defensive player of the year. So that's the graphic we don't have.
Spike, you got Trevon Diggs, right?
I went with Myles Garrett.
I did too, Ken.
Yeah,
I did too.
Myles Garrett should run away with this award.
Spike with the Max Kellerman. I'm taking Deron Bland.
I'll let you get that off, kid. I'll let you get that off.
I took Micah Parsons.
That get more tackles than Bland.
What'd you go with, FIFO?
I went Micah Parsons. I think the reason why I think he's going to win, I think the Packers defense is going to elevate to elite, and I think he's going to be the reason why. I think he's the missing chess piece on that defense to really unlock it.
Before Myles Garrett got 3.5 sacks already.
Yeah, I feel all that.
I got
but they 0-2, bro. Like defensive player of the year on a 2 or 3 win team. Like
we know that don't matter. We know that don't matter with Myles Garrett.
I don't see that. I don't see that happening though.
Myles Garrett is the best football player in the National Football League.
I don't disagree. And remember, I put him number 1 on the list. I'm just saying, I don't see him getting defensive player of the year with being on a 3-4 win team. Like
here's the thing, FIFO, is that I would agree with that if they was getting smacked. But every week so far, that defense has been no.
That's a good point.
Relax. That defense has been the only reason why that team has been in these games.
1.5 sacks on Lamar is that's pretty.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's like 10 sacks for any other QB.
Yeah, 2 on Joe Burrow is nothing, but
so light work. We're moving to Coach of the Year. Y'all ready for this?
Coach of the Year?
Yep, Coach of the Year.
Okay, I did not submit mine, but before the year, I don't know. Damn, they just didn't want the Eagles fans. All right. So for Coach of the Year, right now I say Harbaugh. But before the season, I probably would have said someone like Kevin O'Connor. Right now, I think Harbaugh got it right now.
Hey, Spike.
You trolling, Ken. You trolling.
I'm not trolling. But remember, this also was before. Remember, I told y'all this was before
it was early.
Before it even stepped.
We did this like 3 weeks ago.
So this is proof that this is exactly it. But they're 0-2. It's not looking good. But I'm taking a walk on the wild side. I'm taking a gamble here. I think Ben Johnson has a lot of work to do, but I don't think it's over for Caleb, man. And I think if he continues to work with him, get him acclimated into the system, Caleb does his part, and they create a synergy. This is the second offensive system he has learned. It's a lot going on here, but I think they could. At the time, I thought he could have snuck around and turned this team around, but it's just not looking that way.
Good luck.
Yeah, if you had asked me before the season, if you'd asked me before the season, which I did not put in here, I would have had Sean Payton. I didn't put it in here though.
I talked myself into it, Spike.
So who did you have, Joe?
Sean Payton is who I would have.
That's your coach of the year.
That's who I would
have.
I'm at the beginning of the season.
Picking.
No, I'm saying it's not. It'd be cheating if I pick now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, he said
we'll give you that grace.
Yeah, I had Sean Payton.
He said Sean Payton.
No, Sean Payton.
Oh, so Sean, yeah. but he gonna try to say, I shouldn't do later.
No, I ain't say that's why I said
that's why
I really meant this person was performing overly well in week 12.
That's not me. I didn't say nothing, Lou. I said Sean Payton. That was it.
So Sean Payton is your pick.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was saying that's what I had at the beginning. Yes.
So me picking Jim.
Your pick though.
Yes,
that's his pick, Spike.
He keep trying to caveat out of you. You didn't hear him at the end.
I did, Spike. He said I
didn't say nothing. Hey, Spike is funny. He asked the nigga 4 questions.
No. What I said is I missed it. But that's who I would have picked.
He wanted on record.
Are you picking him now?
Yes, I'm sticking with that. I can't change it. I'm not gonna lie and say, I
prosecution is harassing the witness.
That'll be a lie. Lou. I ain't gonna lie and pretend like I would have picked Shane like in the beginning. That'd have been a lie. I would have picked Sean Payton.
Hey, Lou needed answers, boy.
So me picking Jim Harbaugh is me hedging against the Chiefs winning the division, because I do think that the team, if it ain't the Chiefs, and I gave you every reason why I still think the Chiefs will win. If it's not them, it's going to be the Chargers. That's the reason why I picked Jim Harbaugh.
Okay.
I got LaFleur because I think the Packers going to be like the top team in the NFL this year.
I'm waiting for Jordan Love to turn back into a pumpkin, but it's all good.
It's coming, Q. It's coming, Q.
All right, y'all ready for MVP? That's the last one left. All right, here we go. Boom.
Give me Lamar Jackson.
I think I'm only going with Josh Allen again, Ken, just by default of schedule, bro. He has nobody he got to play. His biggest thing was Baltimore.
Nick, you're exactly right.
He has nobody to play, bro. He gonna just pad the stats.
They set it up for him to win. I believe that they set it up for him to win. That's all I got. They did.
They want him to get the number 1 seed and the MVP. So then he'll be tied with Lamar, and they'll say he's better than Lamar.
The thing is, the worst thing for him might be. See, this is where, to me, just sports guys come into this shit, karma and all this shit. Him not having to travel on the road sometimes, like when you got certain players, they need like dog conditions. Like they need to be able to like dig deep with like the dog mentality of like, yo, no one believes in us. We on the road. Let's go get it. Josh Allen been at home how many times in the last couple years? And he always gets smacked at home, like, or not really like that, but he's always losing at the last second at home. Burrow went in there, did him in. Patty went in there, did him in. And then the only time that I think he won was against Lamar last year at home, if I'm not mistaken.
It was Lamar and Denver.
Yeah. So it's like, come on, man.
Well,
good pick, Cam. Why you pick Love? Why you pick Love, Lou? I'm just playing. Go ahead, kid. Go ahead.
You pulled a spike.
Oh shit!
Swerve all in your lane. Just cut you off.
You just pull it off, just screeched off.
I did it on purpose though, because I know you about to explain yours. Go ahead, kid.
The reason I picked Love, I think the Packers gonna have a big season. That's why I picked LaFleur as the coach of the year. I think since they got the best defensive player in the league, that they gonna turn the page this year. I think Love gonna show up as long as he don't get hurt. And I think
that's the head you was talking about.
That's the head hurt. I think you got to say that though. You got to say that.
That's a given though.
Spike doing some hating ass shit. Spike doing some hating shit.
That's a valid.
I don't see how that's hating.
Spike on some hating shit.
As long as he don't get hurt, Love is. I think he's the MVP.
Nah, man. Spike sneak did this right now. I ain't with that shit. I think they're gonna be the best team. They're gonna be the best team in the NFC. Fuck all that.
Well, I went with what is right now the best team in the NFC. I think that they will probably finish with 1 or 2 losses, and I think that could put Jalen Hurts in the MVP combo if he has enough stats to back it up. Now, 101 yards, it's not looking good. He didn't throw for 3,000 yards last year, but I think we've seen them find ways to, talk themselves into giving MVPs to it.
Ken, let me tell you right now.
He's going to get the W's, but he's not going to get the stats, bro.
No.
Like, he's not going to get the stats.
And let me tell you right now, if Jalen Hurts is the ever win MVP, they're going to put Shelton on the list with all the Charlie Kirk people, bro. It's going to be it's going to be bad.
It's going to be bad. I make my daughter sick. I ain't even feel
I honestly thought he was going to come into the season passing a lot more than what we've seen. I mean,
that would make sense.
That's what they made it seem.
That would make sense if he was a quarterback.
Yeah, that's what they made it seem like, Ken. But the one thing that I noticed throughout camp watching it was AJ Brown. Like I told Q the other day, AJ Brown missed 80% or 90% of camp. Yeah. Devontae missed 50% of camp. So I figured they would struggle a little bit. Goddard was out this past week. Goddard is his number 1 option right now, anyway, until AJ gets back right. But and then the new coordinator again. So it's going to be tough. Sledding's at first, but I think they'll get it right. He can't win MVP though because you got Saquon. Saquon is going to take a lot of that. Same thing we saw with some of the other things. They're going to split the votes because halftime is going to be Saquon winning the games. Halftime is going to be Jalen. So it's going to be tough to win the MVP.
I told y'all these were before the season started.
Sheldon, who a better football player, Saquon or Myles Garrett?
Saquon. Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett is the best football player. I won't back off that, Lou. Myles Garrett is the best football player. He's I mean, like I told you, we know how good the Eagles' offensive line is. In practice, in spring practice, they had a joint practice. They kept having to stop plays because he was in the backfield so much. They couldn't even run plays. So that's saying, I mean, I know it's practice, but at the same time, we see it do it in games too. He's unblockable. He's good.
He's better than the nigga in Green Bay, but it's all good.
Yes, he is better.
All right.
You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Let's get into our weekly picks, man. Where we want to start? Nick, didn't you used to host this last year?
Yeah, what's the standings, Nick?
Yeah, Nick does host that.
Nick ain't even got the standings ready. Got that
Hey, man,
ready.
we need a graphic for that, man. We need a graphic for the standings.
I got the update. Hold on, nigga.
Ken said, I can't really put my toe on it, but
the updates is for last week. Only me and Shelton tied for first. We both went 4-0. Ken, you was 3-1.
Whip-de-doo.
50 FIFO, you was 3-1. Lou, you was shitball. You was 2-2. So right now,
I'm for the rest of my life. Whoop-de-doo.
Whip-de-doo.
Right now, Shelton is the lead dog.
Hey, man, what's my record, man?
Right.
We want to know the records, Nick.
You're literally 5.
He's trying to get out of it. He just gave Shelton. He doing some real young
I
thug
would
shit
like
right
to hear
now.
my record,
Okay.
though.
He went through that.
Overall record is Shelton is 7-1.
6-7.
Ken, you're 4-4. FIFO, you're 4-4. Lou, you're 5-3, and I'm 6-2.
That's
Wait,
not bad.
who was 4-4 again?
Ken.
Ken is 4-4. Okay.
And FIFO too.
All right, well, let me add to it this week.
Had a
Which
bad
game
first
you want to
week,
start
too.
with? Which game you want to start with?
People are Jay-Z fans.
You know what? I'm going to start in the order they are on the docket. Let's start with Cincinnati. Cincinnati versus Minnesota. Nick, why?
Basket kid.
This is a big. This is the game that's going to decide if the Bengals are going to have a season.
Nah, Ken, you know we said we're gonna have one scrub game on
Can't be a
the
dictatorship. They got to be more of a democracy.
This is
Lou, you ain't say
this-
shit when I said it
this
to you,
is
so don't
insane.
say nothing now.
I wanted to.
quarterback.
I didn't want to get-
Quarterback.
Is this going to be overseas?
No, this is gonna be Minnesota, basically.
In Minnesota. Oh, baby.
Anybody been to Minneapolis, boy? You
Nigga,
know
this gonna be
there's a lot of
overseas.
Eritreans in Ethiopia.
NFL ain't doing nothing. And NFL need to take this off the schedule, bro. Because this shit finna be a twerk contest. All of so much ass.
This is a huge game for the Vikings.
All of y'all
Hey,
picked
you get the two
Y'all
top
thought
receivers
Burrow was
against
playing?
each other. That's why this one is a good matchup.
Give me the Vikings.
Wait,
I like
I
their
want to
back.
know why all y'all picked the Bengals because y'all thought Burrow was playing.
They got better.
No,
they got a better
no.
offense.
I picked the Bengals because I felt like Browning would lead them against that Vikings defense better than JJ could against the Bengals defense this year.
JJ's been playing.
You
No,
know,
that's what I'm saying. At the time I selected this, JJ was playing.
that Bengals offense seems to not really miss a beat with. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He doesn't cute. They
No,
don't.
go ahead.
And shout out to Zach Taylor. That's a good head coach.
Hey,
Get out of here with no Zach Taylor praise.
I'm just saying, he undefeated. We only can shit on head coaches. We can't give them their props.
Nick said, I'm going to win either way.
Exactly.
But we get to see Joe Burrow versus Jamar Chase.
Lou out here keeps saying Ben Johnson, the greatest coach this side of Mississippi, and he ain't won jack shit.
This game is going to decide if niggas going to be watching Russell Wilson for the rest of the season or not. That's all it is.
Right.
But
He gonna be
That's a lose-lose, Q.
He said this nigga's gonna be listening to Sierra or he gonna be listening to, you know what I'm saying, Hello Darkness, my old friend. Like, goddamn.
All right, let's move on to the Rams and Philly.
Oh,
So,
we already know who can win this shit. This shit easy.
Might well
Come on,
skip
y'all.
this.
See if I can.
Come on, this ain't even a game.
Here we go.
Wow.
It's crazy hate. That nigga's not gonna make it to the game.
Nick,
Crazy hate.
when you gonna learn, Nick?
Shelton. This ain't the Super Bowl, first of all. And second of all, I'm gonna say this, Shelton.
Go ahead, say that.
What do I always keep talking about when it comes to the Eagles? What's the main thing I keep talking about when it comes to the one side of the ball?
How sorry Jalen Hurts is?
No. How sorry that secondary is. Even though Patty, I don't know why the FIFA, you got to explain this to me since you missed the football. Why didn't Andy Reid and them air it out earlier down, like when they were throwing it to Thornton? Thornton was open twice on the same play. It looked like Denver. In a minute, in less than a minute.
Trust, though. Vic gonna get it right.
My thing is, so far, most of y'all bet on San Francisco over the Rams because of health, which made no sense because right now Matthew Stafford's healthier than half the team on San Fran. Which is crazy coming in with back injuries. But if as long as Matthew Stafford is good for what he is right now, he cutting up that secondary. Devontae Adams and Puka, he cutting up that secondary.
We ain't worried about none of this.
This is simple for me.
Puka gonna be on Puka just like last time, and Quinyon got Devontae. We good.
We ain't worried about none of that shit.
We good. And your third guy, Tutu, ain't gonna.
Jalen Carter gonna have him on his back most of the game.
Yeah,
anyway, so
absolutely. They're 3-0 against the Rams in the last 3 games.
Darius Smith, it's over for all that shit.
And the Rams' top corner is on IR.
Matthew Stafford in that pocket moving around he moving around like Joe Biden, bro. Like that shit look bad. Bro.
He moved around fine when he faced out in the playoffs.
Nigga, this ain't saying the playoffs.
Clearly, shit.
All right, Denver versus the Chargers.
Another toy contest. Goddamn.
Lou,
why the Broncos?
Oh my
god! Because people he's been trying to pick them up. But Lou, I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of wish I had picked the Broncos. Now I think the Broncos gonna beat the Chargers.
I don't care what y'all said it earlier in this show. I don't believe in Justin Herbert. I don't know if it's there yet. I'm of the same ilk. I do believe in Sean Payton over Harbaugh though, and I think the Broncos defense is better than the Chargers offense. That's the reason they're gonna win this game.
Didn't the Broncos lose to Daniel Jones with that defense?
They just got smoked by Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones didn't have one point.
How many points
they literally cheated. They literally cheated. Like
Nick, the punter was sitting on the
bench. They were supposed to lose the game. Yeah, they cheated. Like that.
Okay. Let's say they didn't cheat. How many points did they put up on them, Shelton?
It was like 20. What is 30 something? If they didn't, it's still 20 something. So hey, look, the punter was on the training table like Michael Parsons was.
Bo Nix look like a community theater actor performing the thing. Shit. What the fuck?
I don't want to say who he really look like.
Look at this.
Dude, I was gonna say
he look like Malcolm in the Middle of shit.
Is he still alive, Lou?
No, he's not. Ken, you got what I was putting down. That's who he looked like. That's exactly who he looked like. The dude he looked like not alive no more.
He looked like Frankie Muniz and shit, man.
No names was said. Nick, we nobody.
I was just gonna say they look like two CW superhero villains.
They do.
No, first of all, these pictures. These pictures are terrible. First of all, Bo Nix look like Ellen DeGeneres, and this nigga look like he on meth. Like this shit looks like Justin Herbert. Like he been on meth for 3 years, dog. They're like, what's up with these pictures, bro?
He's not on meth. He's on radio. He's in LA. You already know what he.
LA. He coked out.
Bo Nix better watch himself. He got speaking engagements.
Hey yo,
right, man.
Hey yo, Spike, they coming for his neck.
Coming for his neck, Q.
Y'all foul, bro.
Gang violence.
This is why we don't get sponsored.
Gang violence.
We will never get sponsorship.
Damn.
So nobody believe in the Lions?
Give me the Lions this game. This is the type of game that the Ravens lose. Like
there you go, Q.
I'm about to say, Sheldon,
there you go, Q.
You can give the Ravens 40. they still
and they don't give you 41 at the last 2 minutes of the game. Like,
it's crazy that one of these two teams are going to be 1 and 2 at the end of this, though.
I know. I was thinking about that. I really I typed Detroit, but
but it came out Baltimore.
Detroit Ravens.
Typical typo. It's a typical typo, though. You know.
This is a trap.
I changed my mind. I was like, nah, I'm gonna bet on black this week.
That's my default, kid. I don't really like how the Ravens always play really good after a really shitty game, and it's just like they do for another shitty game. So I don't know how this is gonna go. If that Lions offense looks like it did against the Bears, granted that's the Bears defense,
They're playing in Baltimore, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that game last week was a little bit personal too. I think they wanted to.
Yeah, but they're gonna have to keep that up because, like you said, they can be 1-2, and then that's like shit.
I know, but I think they preferred to beat Ben Johnson, and and I think they got a little hype to win that game.
Right now, beating Ben Johnson don't mean shit. Right now.
I can say this though: this game means more to the Lions than it does to the Ravens, because the Ravens down 1-2. They've proven that they can come back and win that division. Plus, you're in a division that's kind of battered right now anyway. But the Lions, you can't afford to go two games down to Green Bay.
Yeah, but as the Ravens, you still got to pull yourself out that you got to go, above 500 record. So like I heard what you're saying, Shelton. You think that they're gonna be there down the line, but they still have to get out of the hole first to get ahead of the division. Right now, you know who the top dogs in that division right now. Right. You got to get past Cincinnati first.
Oh, I thought you were Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh ain't shit. They lost to Sam. They lost to whoever the hell is
Sam Darnold, bro.
That was Sam. I can't even recognize that nigga.
And that rookie running back did something stupid, and it was downhill from there. Apparently,
that shit was bad.
Yeah, and they actually like this guy. But anyway, those are our picks.
Tom and gonna get it together though. It's all good.
Yep. So let's get into some super chats as we get ready to close out the show. Going back to your top wide receiver list, can you be number one with 6 receptions for 35 yards? Team doesn't even know you're on the field half the time.
I think you could be number one in the division, though.
That's the Shelton Nick, right?
I think you could be number one in the division, though. So that's all that matters.
Hey, 6 receptions for 35 yards is nuts.
That's disgusting.
It's just not a lot. Look, Nick, he just had a lot of one-on-one opportunities.
I'm not saying.
No, he hadn't had any. They've shaded him that way, but he's hurt, and you can clearly see he's hurt.
I'm sure he is.
Clearly,
the
stats
it still is a hurt.
That hamstring is not right. That hamstring is not right.
I'm just saying, like,
I ain't making
this doesn't reflect. This does not reflect AJ Brown as a talent.
Yeah,
he's way better than this.
He trying to raise it.
But
he's hurt, Nick. I'm telling you, he has no separation, and the routes are crazy. And
don't do that. Don't do that, Shelton. Don't act like he can run routes before he gets this injury that you about to talk about.
No. Look at him.
Don't do that.
All of the 3 routes he can run, he can't run them now.
We not doing that. We not doing that.
He
can't run verticals no more. Damn, he not that bad good of a receiver.
Hey, Will Young said, man, you got an excuse for everything, Shelton.
We're not doing that.
Q, I just know. I'm just saying, like, because he's a great reader, he can read routes better than he run them.
Go back to
we not doing that. We not doing that. We're not doing that.
Hey, well, this is a book. If he a book, he got the whole route tree. Shelton.
Do it.
We're not doing that.
He hurt, man.
I hope so. I hope so.
Hey, Nick, you gotta have excuses. He ain't got a book. He got a pamphlet of the route tree. Like, he ain't got no. Here go this 1-page pamphlet of the route tree.
He got the green book of route trees.
Shit, by the time the season over, he gonna have Cat Williams beat. He gonna be out there reading off them damn books, bro. Anyway, tweet open doors. Baker is the most clutch QB in the league. Also, shout out to the GOAT of this era, Terrence Bud Crawford, for beating Canelo with ease.
Yeah, hey, absolutely to both. To both tweet open doors. You got to give Baker his props, man. I took Baker in fantasy this year for that reason, and he's been balling.
Hey, I would say this, Sheldon, it's great that you hedged your bet a week early because you know they play Philly next week.
Oh no! That game circled, Nick. They got something.
It better be because y'all haven't beat them in 2 years.
The Buccaneers are the only team in the NFC that actually I'm scared of.
Yes.
Well, they got a lot of injuries though. They still got a lot of injuries.
Yeah. It don't really matter because they play the Eagles very tough.
Yeah.
They have a different type of philosophy with their defense when they play us that most teams just don't do, and they have personnel that a lot of teams don't have to be able to throw at us on defense. And Baker don't know what he don't know, and that's what's scary about him is that he don't know that's a bad throw, or he don't give a fuck. Versus other guys are just very much so like I can't turn the ball over. To me, Baker is like the gunslinger version of Jalen. If I'm being real, like just the exact opposite. Like we gonna win by any means, but I'm gonna make mistakes, but I'm gonna get this ball in the end zone. Like you know what I mean? That's just what it is.
I would say
Baker
two,
has been.
Hold on, real quick, Lou. I'll say two things. One, as much as we watched that game and Baker did ball out and he helped say with 2 game-winning drives to start the season is crazy. But also we got to give respect to Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles is who Lou thinks Ben Johnson is. And 2,
You gonna say that to him with his MAGA hat on? You gonna say that?
I was saying 2, I got Bud Crawford over Floyd Mayweather. Go ahead, Lou.
Oh man, y'all are
you all in there. You all in there.
Hey, Canelo said
to pass that to me that was crazy.
Hold on.
But let me real quick. No, hold on, people. Let me just get my 2 cents in because that was insane.
Let's go. You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
That was crazy.
Baker has been the quarterback that I was out the most on that I've come around with. Like he's that dude. I'm 100% bought in on Baker. I thought he was a bum. I ain't believing him at all, but I do see him now in Tampa Bay doing what he does, and I got more faith in him than I do a lot of quarterbacks in the league. I trade Dak and them 2 first-round picks for him right now. Bud Crawford is one of them.
You say that. He said that every week about
somebody. He done said that about everybody. He done traded for everybody.
I will end and throw it to you, people. Bud Crawford is one of the best fighters I've seen in this generation.
100%. Baker is definitely one of the best.
You're gonna trade for him too, Lou?
Yeah, I'll take Bud Crawford.
I'll take Bud Crawford right now. I'll take Bud Crawford right now.
Whatever he can play, bro.
My second-round pick at Bud Crawford.
My only thing that I hate for Bud is he does not have a villain that's equal to him that could kind of make it interesting. He doesn't. He do,
but that nigga keep on going to fucking fight with streamers and shit. Like you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Who? Wait, who? I'm not that boxing affluent, so who?
Javante. It was supposed to be him.
Too little. Ain't too little.
Ain't he too little?
Fighting the
white is way too small.
Yeah, he can go down there.
He don't really have in his weight class or his way he is. Yeah, there's nobody.
Too many people avoided him. But hold on, let me answer the question in the order. Baker is definitely one of the best clutch QBs in the league. Baker is definitely one of the top 10, top 12 QBs in the league, hands down. I saw it when he had got traded to the Rams, came in without even like a week of practice and led him to a win with a money drive. You know what I'm saying?
Baker's super talented, man.
Yeah, I think from that point forward, his career has been on the up and up. Signed with the Bucs, we've seen what he's been able to do. So yeah, 100%. I have no problems with that. In terms of Terrence Bud Crawford, right? And I'm gonna adjust the Canelo thing. Canelo is a power puncher. So who's he gonna respect? A power puncher. Terrence Bud Crawford, even though he went up 3 weight classes, you saw he had power. We saw every time he tagged Canelo was looking like, yo, where did it coming from?
I didn't know he had this in the
hey, right? So he respects that. You go back and watch what Floyd did, and to say Terrence Bud over Floyd is asinine to me because first and foremost, you know what the name is, Money Mayweather. So I'm gonna talk about the money first. The highest prize fighter ever in the history of boxing. That's number one. Number two,
like talking about album sales though.
Hold on, Q. Q. I'm calling you Q. My bad. Hold on, Spike.
Thank you.
Hold on, Spike. Number two, he's the most accurate puncher in the history of boxing. 74%. Wait, no. You gonna hold all that because I'm gonna finish.
I ain't saying that.
I see your face. You're working your mouth to say something crazy. So number two, the most accurate puncher ever, and number three, the best fighter to never get hit. People talk about running right? If you go back and watch that Canelo fight, Mayweather stood in the middle and boxed with him. He don't have Bud Crawford's power. So Canelo is not going to respect Mayweather the same way he respected Bud, because Bud moved somewhat like Mayweather and tagged him. But you look at how many punches Mayweather landed and with the efficiency, there's no way. And he's 50-0. Bud ain't there. Bud is what, 41 and 0? 42. Well, I understand, but it's still 50.
To answer this, but to answer that, FIFO, and the reason why I respect Bud a little bit more. I know that Floyd is very quick. Bud has that same type quickness, and he has the power to go along with it. Now Floyd's defense is impeccable, but I just trust Bud more. Bud will put the pressure on him, and he's quick enough to stick with him.
Bud more?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. We're talking about the person that's gotten hit the least ever.
When you talk about Floyd fought Canelo when he was a baby, and he fought Manny Pacquiao when he was a granddaddy. So Floyd didn't fight those guys in their prime. Floyd fought a lot of strategic fights. Yeah, when I was the biggest. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you what changed my mind, because Bud's comp was supposed to be Errol Spence. That was my fighter. That was my guy. Man, he whipped Errol Spence so bad in his prime. That was bad. That was really, really bad. So you can't really say that he don't have no comp like that. He just don't. And like I said, when they asked Canelo himself, who fought both fighters, he said it's Terrence Crawford without a question.
So let me ask this, right?
Bro, Crawford different, man. Crawford different.
No, I'm not saying he's not,
and he's not scared.
I'm saying put him in the box, but to say that he's definitively better than Mayweather is asinine to say.
It's because Mayweather said it, people.
I think it's a conversation.
Who has the best defense ever?
He started playing the best defense
ever,
bro. No,
who has the best defense ever?
Go to the offense though. He started playing with
Canelo. Who got the best defense
ever? Like, bro, you can't even fuck with me. He was doing some
boxing shit. Boxing is about defense. It's not about punches. It's about avoiding punches.
Boxing is about counterpunching, defense. It's about all of that. It's all of that put together. And if you talk about the most complete fighter, you talk about Terrence Crawford, because not only does he can box you, or he can fight you.
So are y'all telling me? So Shelton, are you telling me like right now? Because normally when we talk about fighters, I think people need to get more specific. Really, just comps for athletes that are out of their generation. So people will say something like 91 Jordan going against 03 Kobe, right? Are we talking about like 06 Floyd versus 2025
Money May?
Floyd? Are we talking about 2012 Floyd?
Pretty boy. We talking Money May, or we talking Pretty Boy Floyd? Which one?
Any Floyd that you want to put up against
anyone you want to take.
You tell me like 06, 05 Floyd versus can't get a decision
because he can't hurt Crawford though. He can't.
I don't think it's about hurt. I think it's about landing.
He can win more rounds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a decision.
No, because he gonna be playing.
It's not about hurting you.
But we've seen
Floyd.
Like I said, we've seen with Crawford. We've seen him pick apart fighters in their prime, like top fighters in their prime. What he did to Errol Spence, like I said, to me, Errol Spence was one of the greatest fighters ever. That was my opinion.
He embarrassed Spence.
He embarrassed him and me sitting up in there watching that fight. And that was tough to see. You've never seen, I mean, you've seen Floyd fight, but I saw what's his name? The MMA guy. He even hung with Floyd a little bit. I mean, he beat him, but
come on.
To me, would you say that the last prime Floyd fight probably was what? Him against Haddon? Like just like the last prime Floyd fight. Like that was like 07, 06, something like that. I feel like once he got on the side, once he got like 08, 09, you know what I mean? I feel like that's when Floyd not declined, but he became way more defensive, where the defense was all about his fight.
It was after he broke his hand.
Yeah.
It's after he broke his hand, he became way more defensive.
Yeah. So to me, I don't think that Bud could bait Floyd into doing middle of the ring shit that he does with everybody else, because Bud is very aggressive. But Floyd has fought against aggressive fighters. And I think that he's been able to evade, sidestep, punch, be accurate, win the round, and get out of there and make the judge's decision easy to be like he landed more punches and he was more technical.
Yeah, Mosley caught him though. Mosley almost got him up out of there
for like 3 rounds. It was only like 3 rounds. I remember that vividly because that was on my birthday.
What's the other
3 rounds?
What's my other dude? The short dude.
Yeah.
I always
Hold on.
We're moving on. Fuck the little short dude.
The baldy from Philly.
Yes.
The baldy from Philly. What's his name?
Zab. Yeah,
Zab Judah. Zab Judah. Yeah,
exactly
100%. That was his kryptonite.
All right, ownership and coaching deserve blame for Burrow injury. All right.
Agreed.
We the boys are more worried about Marvin Harrison than Travis.
We may need to have a conversation at the end of the season.
The only reason I'm not is they're 2-0. So,
what school did he go to?
Went to Ohio State.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I get that, but
people could have said the same thing about Scary Terry before Jaden Daniels got there.
Nah, Scary Terry was putting up numbers without a quarterback.
Not like
small Kyler Murray.
But he's still balling.
You know, LSU wide receivers don't really need a quarterback. That's all I'm saying. But it's cool.
If Marvin Harrison had a traditional quarterback like a Joe Burrow or a Justin Herbert, he would be doing numbers. It's just that he's got Kyler Murray as a quarterback, and they ain't working.
Yeah, so he's like the Ben Johnson of
Q. Put a cork in it, man. Put a cork in it, bro. Just put a cork in it, bro.
Hey, that's cool. That's gonna be the new thing. The bar is Ben Johnson.
Kyle putting Glock Purdy in the gun case, using Mac 10 Jones for the time being.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Hey, if Mac Jones ends up like
who?
3-8-1-0, 2-8-1s, 3-8.
Y'all niggas so old.
I knew somebody was gonna do it.
That is so damn old.
But if Mac Jones is able to like get them like above 500 and like an impressive above 500, we're gonna look at the 49ers. I'm not just talking about Purdy. They paying a lot of niggas for nothing because they all hurt right now.
Everybody hurt.
They hurt.
I saw Chili on the side with a cast. I was like, God, dog, everybody hurt.
Vibes and stuff. Chiefs are sorry and Burrow is gone. The Bills and Ravens should fire their respective head coaches if they don't win the Super Bowl this season.
You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
That's true.
I think the Bills. Yep, 100%. I think Bills. What's his name?
You're talking about the head coach?
The head coach. Sean McDermott. McDermott has a couple more seasons where he's safe. He just coached the MVP.
He is safe.
I think he's safe. I think John Harbaugh is more on the hot seat.
If the Chiefs don't make it out the first round and they still don't get to the Super Bowl, he's gone.
Fuck all that. No,
they're not gonna let him go.
If John Harbaugh don't make the Super Bowl, bro, he gotta go. If McDermott doesn't make the Super Bowl, he got one more year after that. Before
can it not be both of them? Can both of them?
McDermott got a little bit more time.
They give him more.
Nick, the situation in Buffalo is like they need like a Ben Johnson.
We the boys. Mahomes can't turn regular receivers into household names like Brady. He can't make those deep throws consistently anymore at 30.
Hold on.
They calling him
Brady
fat.
didn't turn the household receivers into tonight. Like that didn't happen.
No, it did though.
Yes, it did. Edelman, all those dudes.
Edelman was a good receiver.
Wes Welker.
Edelman was almost cut 3 times in that. Chris Hogan.
But it was a different offense. Like Brady definitely dinked and dunked to those guys. Where Mahomes is still trying to throw balls down the field, and Andy Reid's offense is different. It's different. It's a whole different play call game plan.
Do the Chiefs have that type of guy on their roster?
They just
the Wes Welkers, the people that y'all
No, they don't.
I think they
turn Hollywood into that when the other guys come back.
I think they do. That's what I'm saying. Like they're just hurt right now. like Rashid Rice. I think he's like a Wes Welker, Danny Amendola.
No, he's not Wes Welker. Rashid Rice runs every route, including deep routes. Wes Welker was a slot guy, seam guy, drag guy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Rashid Rice is a. I'm not saying Rashid Rice isn't a great route runner or whatever. He's not a deep threat to me though. He's not somebody that he's in the middle, like across the seams, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
like
but
Wes
he plays on the outside. No. Wes Welker.
Guy. He's not a slot guy.
Yeah. Wes Welker played inside the box.
Possession slot.
Yeah, but Rashid Rice is an outside wide receiver.
My main thing was that he's a no name. He's in any other team, he's a no name. In the Chiefs, he's somebody.
Nah,
Rashid Rice. Yeah, Rashid Rice. Rashid Rice ain't shit, bro. Let's come. Like, what are y'all talking about?
I think Rashid, because here's the thing: it's not like Rashid Rice came into the league with a whole bunch of hype or anything like that. Like, he built himself into what he is.
Rashid Rice is John Bateman. Or what's his name?
Rashid Rice is a lot like Cortland Sutton. It's like Cortland Sutton. Who the hell was Cortland Sutton coming into the league? He proved himself in the league.
We not going to debate Rashid Rice, man. Y'all better go.
What have we turned into? Josh Rose, I've seen enough of Justin Fields before the Jets signed him, but I never want to see him at QB ever again. Give me Tyrod the rest of the year. He'll win as many games, but we'll be competitive more often. It's funny, I didn't hear from Manny last week either.
Every year
from Manny.
Justin Fields,
Josh Rose, he started out really good. It looked like they were
just
be good.
Hold on, I can't talk at the same time.
Yeah. Every year in a couple group chats that I'm in, they say, "Oh, Lou, you were wrong about Justin Fields. He's good. He can do this. He can do that." And then he don't win the game like he did week 1, and then week 2 he get hurt.
Here comes Spike Kirk. Go ahead, nigga.
I'm wondering what a Justin Fields highlight is. Like,
what's crazy?
I told y'all he's a running back. He's a fucking running back.
What's crazy is that Lou be having so much honesty about Justin Fields, but tell me Bo Nix is next up.
Spike, go ahead and book that flight to Utah, man. That shit.
Hey, Q, the only thing missing is him saying he don't have the brain processing power.
I swear to God, I swear. That was measuring skulls and shit. Like, I'm trying to tell you, like,
that was good.
We got to measure his frontal lobe. Like, nigga, what?
A couple more from Josh Bros, my man going through it. When Justin Fields is playing poorly, it's like Tim Tebow levels of bad, where getting a first down is almost impossible, and the game is non-competitive.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'll let you guys answer this one.
And last all off season, the media was desperate to tell us how good the Giants defense will be, but when Dak cooks them, it's only the Giants. Dak's so overhated.
I agree with that. Dak he's having a really good season so far.
First of all, nobody who is not on PCP said that this Giants defense would be good. Like, let's just be honest about that. Anybody who said it was good or going to be good, doing too much, and it is still very much so Dak Prescott, guys.
I thought they would be good.
People on this program,
I thought the Giants defense would be good, and I think that what Dak did was he didn't have a good game this week. Okay. If you look at the replay, it's a lot of questionable throws.
Dak threw like 4 picks.
Like CeeDee Lamb had to save him a lot of times in that game.
Oh, really? What about week 1, nigga?
Any week, nigga. I ain't arguing with you.
I'm just saying that I think that we do hate Dak a lot. I think we do hate.
It
Dak.
is a lot of
he ain't shit.
So. It is. No, deservedly so though. Like,
and we all said the Giants' defensive line was good. We didn't say the defense was good.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Bud isn't avoiding anyone. Floyd did.
Damn, Floyd did. Yeah. God did.
Yeah,
Floyd did.
Floyd did. Like,
Floyd, we call what Floyd did.
Everything people say Floyd did.
And last one, Dylan Gabriel has more passing touchdowns than Jalen Hurts.
How many wins? How many wins?
Hey, now, Shelton Q, y'all got to be honest about that. The one thing, a crazy thing about that game was that Steve Spagnuolo was like, nigga, we just gonna blitz this nigga and see what happens. Yes. He only got burnt on it once with the Smitty catch. Yeah. Outside of that, nigga, they couldn't do shit. AJ Brown had a couple nice catches, but they were like crazy.
AJ Brown is out there running like Drewski. Of course, we can't get shit going around.
Yeah.
Bro. Like, he running Drewski routes. Like, what the fuck going on?
Ken, I didn't do worst of the week, did I?
Was it
we already covered the Bengals. We ain't got to do that.
Yeah, we did cover the Bengals.
Probably not. Let me see.
But I can make it really quick though.
But yes, we can do.
I can make it really
worst
quick.
of the week.
Worst of the week for me is going to be the Minnesota Vikings and JJ McCarthy. JJ for 7 of the 8 quarters has looked like trash. What we're saying about Caleb. JJ is not it, and I'm very upset that they made him player of the week last week because for 1 quarter worth of play and against a team that was confused and lost, that was not fair to the league. It wasn't at all. He was not offensive player of the week. There's no way. And he looked horrible in the next game, and he's also out 2 to 4 weeks, I think. And I also think, conspiracy in me thinks it's more than just his what is a sprained ankle? I don't think that's an ankle. I think they're trying to sit him down because he's just not ready. And
it's maternity leave.
And that's exactly what it was. It's maternity leave. He just had a baby. But for me, I felt like this was a mistake because you let Sam Darnold walk, and you had a team that thrived with him at quarterback last year. They look bad in that playoff loss, but still, that team is a win now type team, and this is not a win now quarterback. He needs a lot of work, and he's not the answer at this moment. So I didn't agree with that. So this is my worst performance of the week.
Y'all are insane to say that he's a bust after legit 2 games.
Yeah, I gotta see more.
You don't have much talent, bro.
I gotta see more. I really
2 games, bro. What are y'all saying?
He don't have much talent, bro.
Yeah,
like he don't have the arm. He it don't look like it, bro. Like just be honest with your eyeballs.
Yeah,
like it don't look right.
It does not.
He don't do nothing that separates himself from the other quarterbacks in the league.
Nothing. And like I said, and even if he is, he's not ready for this team. Now, this team is built to win today. You got a tough defense. You got arguably the number 1 or 2 receiver in the league.
What made y'all think that they were a Super Bowl caliber team, or like a deep playoff?
To be honest, this team was a quarter away from being the number 1 seed in the NFC last year.
Yeah, we all questioned that team the whole season. The whole season, no one ever picked the Vikings to be a Super Bowl contender based off their record last season. Am I right?
Me and Spike preseason said that the Vikings were going to be one of the best teams in the NFC.
I'm saying, did we pick the Vikings to go far in the playoffs when we were doing our whole thing?
Yes.
They calling him the Jack Harlow.
I don't think we did. Just because you saying they had a good season is fine, but saying we didn't look at them as contenders because they had Sam Darnold. Now they surprised us by winning those games, but then Sam Darnold showed up, and then they let Sam Darnold go for a rookie, essentially a rookie. Like, I don't see why people are upset about him being shitty because he's a rookie.
I gotta see at least 10 games. Like, I gotta see it, bro. I understand it does look bad right now, FIFA. So I'm not trying to be on some double standard shit, but I gave Caleb at least 10 games last year before I'm like, I don't see it. JJ, I gotta see, because Kevin O'Connor to me, Ben Johnson joke inserted there, right? Kevin O'Connor to me is like enough of an offensive mind to where I think they can get something out of him, but I gotta see it. And right now it doesn't look like it, but I gotta see if it's possible.
I just look at it like that's the one position that if you have a team that's constructed like this one, you need to shore up that position for this year because you still got a chance. We know the NFC, there's always a chance, especially if you're talented. This is a year where you're catching the Lions with new coordinators. And, Green Bay with some shifty moves. You got, Jordan Love is not that trustworthy. You got a shot this year, but I don't believe in going to him as a quarterback that's going to carry you there. I don't see him taking them a step further than they were last year. There's no way.
Yeah, okay. I agree.
And also one last quick thing. Another thing as far as worst performance, we got a lot of quarterbacks down. We didn't get a chance to mention that, but I think that Jaden Daniels may be out this week. He's doubtful this week.
Yeah, he's
bruised knee.
We talked about Brock Purdy, I think, is out.
He's out for like 3 weeks, like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, so a lot of the quarterbacks went down
because of no preseasons. I mean,
and sadly, CJ Stroud is still out there. So we gonna talk about that boy in a minute.
CJ, I'm giving him.
Thank you.
We got to talk about CJ Stroud.
We're gonna talk about next week because he got a big game that I think coming up.
They said ever since he went up and gave Caleb that advice, like hang in there, or whatever he told Caleb,
I'm trying to tell you,
he been downhill since that
nail
day.
polish rubbed off on his hand.
Yeah.
Some transference of energy happened.
It's about the nail polish rubbed off.
It was like some Space Jam shit happened.
That's hilarious.
Now CJ, I think CJ solid. He just played. Hey, Shelton, he throwing to me and you.
Man, hey Nick, boy, he missed some throws.
Yo, I swear to God, when like they close, like the camera be like way too far out sometimes on ESPN. I swear to God, D'Amico Ryans look like Ken sometimes on the sideline, bro. I was just like, because Ken got the same headset. He got the same headset.
Yeah,
he got the same headset as motherfucker.
That's what it is.
It's the headset, man.
And to think they were so close to being 2-0, that team had a chance to win both those games and probably should have won both those games. That's rough.
They can win that.
But they are terrible, man. And CJ, he was trying to lowball the league. He was acting like he was just, hey man,
I'm here. I did it.
He had 1 year. And he was on podcast talking crazy. When you make it to where I'm at, like what?
Yes. Yeah,
you're right.
Put himself in the top 5. Lou, you had him in the top 5 too, didn't you?
I did.
I had him top 6, I think, or top 7. No, he was 7.
I still believe in him though. I just I don't know what they doing on offense there, and I know injuries and number one wide receivers is a thing for them, but I still think that him as the quarterback that we think he could be, he should be able to perform better than what we seen.
So Dak,
I will say that offensive line is absolutely atrocious.
Hold on, Q.
And they took a step backwards.
I said, so you gonna trade Dak in 2 first rounders for him?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That might be
I give 3. I give 3 for CJ. I ain't gonna lie.
All right,
3 first rounders.
All right. Well, that is the show. We appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure you guys come back next week as we talk about week 3. So
and the Bengals downfall.
Hey, I'm gonna say this right now. Hey Sheldon, I'm coming back next week. We undefeated still, boy.
You ain't even gonna be on here next week.
Hey, that's gonna be a good feeling.
Nick gonna call out next week. He gonna tell you, hey man, I had some stuff come up at work. I had to do these other things. He ain't gonna be here.
Call out, Nick. Don't do it, Nick.
Jamar Chase gonna go off at 225, and the score gonna be 43. Like, this don't mean shit.
Hey, he went out for a $160 and got a dub
against Trevor Lawrence.
all right. Well, we'll catch you guys next week. We out. Peace.
You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.